Buenos días, buenos tardes, y buenos noches, en todo el mundo. And good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody all around the world. And thank you for joining us today for another Left 4 Dead 2 competitive shoutcast. My name is MK. I'll be your caster and cameraman for today. And today we have the grand finals of the Legends World Cup between Akatsuki and Colossus. It will be a best of 3, and I will be accompanied by the one and only, the Noodle himself. How you doing, GunNoodle?
Doing great, MK. You can feel it in the air, can't you? The big fight feel. We have Akatsuki who's really clawed their way up here to the upper echelons of the competitive scene. They've had some high placements as of late, and of course, their recent acquisition of Mila. And then we have Colossus, who's been in and out of the grand finals picture lately as well. So I'm very excited to see this clash of titans here on this best of 3.
Yeah, for sure. And a lot of people are already asking in the chat, where was Hikori? Where was Hikori? And actually, what it came down to after my research here, Noodle, is I believe that Hikori didn't sign up for this tournament because I think there was 5 tournaments at the same time, and this was the one they chose not to go in. I don't think everybody joined all of them, so it was kind of like pick and choose with all the tournaments flooding in at the beginning, right around the new year. I believe a lot of these signups were starting. And this is where we're at now for this one. So, Akatsuki or Colossus are going to get a #1 victory. No Hikori in the way. Who will it be, Noodle? They both beat each other once, I can tell you that. So they're 1-1 to this point. Akatsuki knocked them down to the loser bracket, and then Colossus beat them once and put it here into another game. So it's going to be whoever wins this one. Will we see all 3 games? That's just a question. But what's more importantly so, Noodle, is are we going to see just 8 chapters or up to 15 chapters of Left 4 Dead? And we're starting now.
Well, I guess we'll find out here as we, like you said, we are underway here. Hunt charge, Jock Spit will be the opening attack as the survivors make their way under this bridge here. We will see likely some rocket spawns about to send it in. And they have split off a little bit. Looks like Hunter's going to be engaged here. Charger rocketing in. Here we go. Charge. Everything's dead. The Hunter's going to land in the back there. That's going to be a great pound spit. So it looks like we're going to have Akatsuki off to a great start here, getting some nice damage, about 7%.
Yeah, it's pretty good. The Charger, I think, got a little overzealous with his strafe jump. Didn't make it back underneath the log underneath. We've all been there and done that. But so far, the opening motto for this game is going to be early tank, 32% of the way through the map. And the first tank for Akatsuki will be to the hands of Gohan. And his teammates will be Aisha, Alige, and then recently added Mila. And why don't you take away the other side for us, GunNoodle?
Over on Colossus, we have Gwyn, forward, straight, and shifty. They're sending an attack here on the run back. That Smoker has been trying to grab somebody here. That's his 3rd attempt. Attempt number 4 in. It looks like Jesus is going to get chipped off. Boomer is still alive, looking to grab something cheeky here on the run back. Tank has made his way back up. And I'm curious to see what they're going to do with this Boomer here, because this tank still has a lot of rage. Perhaps they can send in a full hit and increase the chances of landing this boom. But of course, we'll have to see what they decide to do here as the tank is rotating completely up, eating a little bit of chip for it, but keeping that first pass.
Yeah, it's flirting. I know there is some odd nav tiles up there where you'll still lose rage if you look, but it looks like he's not staying it on that. The Charger's going to go in. They're going to send the Boomer and the Hunter at the end, so it's going to be a tri-cap for the commit. The one boom does land, and this is an interesting play from Colossus. They're going to push forward.
They're hard LOSing. They're just guaranteeing that they are LOSing this tank. They want him to commit next hit no matter what. And I don't think they really need to go that far to do that. Actually, he's in right now. He drops in on the Boom Survivor, landing for his punch, but now he gets stuck on the tree, and he's in. He splits the Survivors. Now down 2-2. Support's probably going to go now because this tank is dying real fast. They can grab somebody in the back here if they try. They haven't gone yet. Here they go. Jockey lands in the front. Something in the back, maybe Smoker's just got a miss. Charger drops in, connecting, gets leveled. Tank has this corner onto Shifty. He's going to at least get one in cap out of this. Maybe able to decommit, going to hide in the trees. It's only 830 HP, connecting with the rock. Maybe a recommit. No, going to stay in the trees and decommitting. Able to get out MK at 387 and can now probably just play rock here the rest of the time. Unless Colossus decides to go forward, which it looks like that's exactly what they're going to do.
Yeah, I do kind of like this from Colossus at this point. Oh, that's a big Boomer coming in, though, here, Noodle. It's not over yet. Can they get any value out of this? They'll get 1 rock hit. He's going to walk in. No, he's going to decommit. Oh, he's dead. Okay, so they get 1 extra rock, and that'll take, what, about 40% bonus away. A little bit less. So that's a pretty good tank starting from Akatsuki. The only good thing about that at the end for Colossus is that they have already taken the choke point here, and they'll have a 2-2 coming up into the house.
Absolutely, and I think what really set it off there, I think the thing that avoided disaster for Colossus is just how long it took Akatsuki to actually send in the support. Tank was already down to around 2K whenever they finally sent it in, and of course no double cap landing. So they were able to mop everything up. Otherwise, disaster was seconds away, MK. But they did manage to make it through. As you said, we got the 2-2 here coming inside the house. Charge Jock. And it looks like they're going to rotate out from the outside and go in through the windows here. They probably have realized there is no Hunter actually in this rotation. So they probably think their chances are better off going in this way. So we'll have to see if that is the case. Look what the S-sides are set up. They're going to sneak out of this room. Looks like Jockey's going to the engage here, trying to stack. They're going to land the stack onto Ellis, and that's health bonus. That's going to be a ton of damage. Spit's not going to quite spread onto that table. They're going to get a little bit more with the nice 2-boom, and that'll be another mop-up.
Yeah, it was still pretty good damage, though. I think they'll be happy with that, and they're still taking more damage because the 2 boom survivors up in the front don't have any help. They do pass. I thought they passed a set of pills. Yes, they did to Shifty. But, all right, so the last stretch of the map, they'll have just a little bit under 500 bonus. It's going to be 497. This is a pretty wide open map, and the last hit's kind of hard to land in my opinion, but we have seen quads land over this overhang cliff at the end of this chapter, and that seems to be GunNoodle, where Akatsuki is completely content with sending it. They're going to allow Colossus to walk the rest of the map, and it's going to be either 500 some bonus, nothing, or something in between. Let's see how well they can connect this, because remember, there is death jocks here too. If you get the right angle, you will not ledge hang, you will just die.
Suki is completely content with letting Colossus bleed out. They did find an extra set of pills here along the track, so they do have that. I doubt they're going to pop them unless absolute disaster strikes on this quad. And now we're kind of at a stalemate here. Of course, the pressure, I feel, is on the side of Colossus, being 2 bleeding survivors. Even with that 1 set of pills, 1 is a little bit less than 2. Hate to break it to them. Looks like they're going to send in that quad. Charger will leave the engage, and Charger's going to miss. Didn't line it up properly, and they're going to melt down this quad, MK. And that was really close to getting that charge, but it wasn't lined up properly at all. It was like wide left.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. Whoever that Charger was, don't put him on an American football team as a kicker. I'll tell you that, because that was perfect.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
That was so well lined up. I mean, the Charger was there. They just didn't get it. I mean, the Charger wasn't killed by the time he hit the ground either, Noodle. It was just a little misplay from Akatsuki, something you're not used to seeing. But remember, Mila was recently added to the roster, so they're just not quite used to having that chemistry as they did with their core 4. So that's one thing to note about Akatsuki is the recently addition of Mila, who played on Judgment and also played on Dynasty as well, and before they dropped out of the Fallen Kings Championship, Noodle. So Mila been a little bit of a free agent, hopping some teams, and found a home with Akatsuki.
Definitely. We had after the laces out kick. We'll see what they can manage here on the Survivor. Obviously, Colossus, a great 976 first chapter score. That is really impressive. With this early tank, much potential for damage. They're going to send the first stack here. Jockey will connect in the back. That's going to be big. They're not shooting it. So they're going to get some decent Jockey ticks here. No clear yet. And Gohan is going to go all the way in on the 74 HP. MK, not the best start Survivor-wise.
Reloading!
No, that was a good separation. Took advantage of it, but if you got to do math and numbers, Akatsuki took a little bit less damage than Colossus did. Just about 1% or so. Nothing to write home about. And they'll also spawn the tank, and that'll be the first tank of many in the hands of Forward for a team Colossus. And they're going to pull. The Charger does land. Oh, that's a good charge. Oh, it's a double boom. Let's see what this tank chooses to do. 2 slams, 3 slams, 4 slams. Oh, he's going in. This is going to be a down here real early, Noodle. 1 punch goes out. He is down. The tank is at 5,000 HP and chooses to get out. I don't know if I agree with the decommit. I would have loved to see him roll it in, but the comments are, there's a smoker that lands. The tank is back in. Gets a punch onto Rochelle. Another punch onto Rochelle, but the pickup did happen. The tank is kind of alone here. Runs up into the tree, down to 3,500. A Jockey spawns, the rock misses, or Hunter above, and looks like they're going to regroup this infected and try to re-go in when they already dropped 40% health, and they're just running the map right now. Noodle, this is crazy.
What is happening? The Hunt's gonna land. His tank is right up with another.
Oh!
He actually lands a double. Jockey takes it. Unfortunately, maybe a little bit of miscommunication there to get the in-cap. Another two in the front. No curve box in the lane, but this tank should just have free reign. Still super healthy at 2.2. This is insanity.
Yeah, and they're just going to try to drag this out. Oh, he missed the punch. I think he might try to kill him. They might be able to do this. No, he gives up. Yeah, he gave up on it a little early. Oh, he lands a rock, though. That is huge here, Noodle. The Charger is up. The Smoker is up. The Jockey is up. Can they try to get the wipe, or they can try to make sure they kill a Liege? The question is, what are they going to do? And right now, they're just playing bait with the Survivors to make them make a play here, Noodle. They were going to sit tight here for a bit to see what the Survivors make a play.
The light's too bright for them, MK. This is rare. This is some rare sloppiness we're seeing. He's going for the kill, and Nick walks into the punch, and the tank is dead. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. They're gonna get it.
Oh, wow.
The pickup.
They live. They're going to lose almost everything, Noodle. They still have 180 bonus, but they're not going to be denied full distance. I don't know if they're going to be able to clean this up as far as Colossus, but I think, man, I don't know what to say there, Noodle. That tank was phenomenal, but I think Akatsuki's going to hold on to their life in this first map because they're going to be able to walk to the safe room.
No, we've already seen insanity, and if that's not a sign of things to come throughout the rest of these games, I don't know what is. Nasty 2-2 here. They're going to go on the staircase. Charge will connect. That's going to be a charge spit. Looks like the spit may have been blocked. No, it was not. It's going to spread the whole way down. Hunter did die. Boomer's in from the stairs. Going to get shut down, so they're going to get some more damage tallied up. They're going to keep pressing it forward, but yeah, I would be surprised if they had any bonus left by the end. Still triple digits, but I imagine that will get on very fast. One common slap should take care of that. But yeah, bit of a very sloppy start here. Looking like the lights might be too bright. Of course, only chapter 1. Plenty of time to recover. We'll see here as they come up on this following attack. They're going to send it out. Looks like maybe trying to grab something cheeky. Nice hits to clear on that smoke tongue. Jockey M2. And they're going to get a nice shutdown here. Charger's probably going to save.
Yeah, and I agree. They're going to try to go for that at the end. But let's do a little fun fact. What you were talking about here is that Akatsuki, unfortunately for them, not able to get a victory to first place because of Hikori knocking them out in the last 3 grand finals. The Insane Cup had Hikori knocking Fathers of the Abyss / Colossus out of the finals. So both of these teams fall into Hikori, now going to battle each other out for a win. And no matter what, Noodle, there's going to be a winner today. One of these guys are going to be crowned a tournament champion for the first time. The question is, who will it be? And here comes a tri-cap boom. It's not going to be a quad try. Hunter, Smoker, and Jockey ready to go. The call for the go-go is here. Charger rockets out. Hunter comes in. Oh, that Charger didn't even hit the ground before it died. And they'll get nothing. Akatsuki says we're going to walk in with at least 80 bonus. And that's going to be a lead of 4. Actually, nope. They're going to go down a little bit more. I thought it was going to be about 400. But I think it might be a little less after that down, depending on what the last spawns could do here, Noodle.
What a beautiful focus on that Charger. They knew the smoke attacks weren't going to be that important. We're going to see what they get here at the end. They're going to probably send something stagger. They're baiting here, sending it in. Spits way too early. Charger's insta-clear. Jockey's out. Boom lands one, but that's going to be it. They're going to walk in the safe room, and I stand corrected. They're going to walk in with bonus, and it's going to be... Oh, hit my wrong button. Going to be 60. So they're going to be trailing by 416. Heading into chapter 2. So honestly, props to them for surviving such a disastrous tank, because as it standed, they were going to be down by 800 some, and they managed to make it in. So props to them.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think they're both happy. Both sides, at the end of what happened during the whole map, they weren't able to get a wipe as far as Colossus, but they got almost all the bonus down. And then, of course, for Akatsuki, they didn't get wiped, so they still were able to put up the 500 distance. And fortunate enough, even that extra 60 points might mean that much on paper, but it might at the end. We'll have to see. Will it take all 5 maps of Detour Head to determine a winner? We'll have to see. And the opening attack again is a Jockey Spitter Hunter Charger. This is twice in a row in this Grand Finals, Noodle, that they've given them the best opening attack. I'm just saying, we might go 4 for 4, but so far we're 2 for 2. For Woofy and myself, we've only seen 3 out of 4. Let's see if we can get 4 for 4 here, Noodle.
And this is the best place for it. Like, they're sending it in. Now they're going to double cap in the front. Charger's going to be able to cover. They're going to get big damage out of this no matter what. slow clears on that Hunter. Huge damage on the Gwyn. In fact, a slow survivor after attack number 1. What an amazing start. Getting the momentum right back into their hands immediately. Reloading.
Oh my gosh, Noodle. Look at that. That is almost beyond double digits. That is over 15%. But the one theme we have in this match is very early tanks. This one will be 25% of the way, and it will be in the hands of Elige. But Akatsuki have a very strong start to this Chapter 2 of Detour ahead. And I believe that Colossus got to try to rebound this and get inside before these hittables start come flying in here. The charger goes and he lands! No slam though, but look at how weak Gwen is. Gonna have to double up on these pills. Smoker Pole cannot do really anything. Probably should just go in and die, and does. And they're going to get a tri-cap coming in there without the smoker or the boomer. But they are putting big pressure on the survivors right now. As far as Akatsuki, 20% down here, Noodle. That's pretty impressive.
Absolutely. And I mean, what more are we going to see back and forth this entire time? I'm sure us and the viewers watching right now would love to see the back and forth continue. Right now, Akatsuki's just going to take the momentum, put it right back in their own hands. Now we have a bleeding survivor for this tank. That's already an amazing start, and it looks like Elige is getting ready to roll it in here. He's gonna hunt charge Jock. Probably the best track up you can ask for in this room. Here we go. Jock can be looking for something early. He's gonna corner Nick. That's gonna be a great first punch. He's gonna get the follow-up here. I thought he was gonna miss that one. He's still getting these punches. Good timing from Elige. First thing cap at 2K. They're gonna push out. I don't know how wise this is, but all the SI aren't really in position. It's just the Hunter Jockey slowly making his way out. I'm not sure where the Charger is, climbing up for a spot on top. And this tank it's looking a little rough for the SI. They're in. That's a punch. Jockey connecting. Can the Hunt win? Charger wins. This could be huge. Oh! Tri-cap runs in the light.
Oh.
You can't ask for anything better. They're back.
Wow, Noodle, what a play coming out from Akatsuki. I don't know about jumping out of that room there, Noodle. You're flirting with danger when you're jumping out. You're giving spawns above you free. I know what they were probably thinking, Noodle, but unfortunately it will fall to their demise, and Akatsuki just walking to the safe room door will give them the lead by about 100. No, about 96 if there's no bonus. That's how tight it will still be. But now the ball's in their court. One wipe, one chapter for one team, one wipe for the other. But now, Team Akatsuki, they got to survive it. See if they can do it, Noodle.
Can you ask for any better start to a grand finals? Yeah, the ball is in their court, like you said. Pressure's now on them. They can't waste the opportunity they've been given. They know where this Hunter is. They can hear it. They're ready. And we have the same opening attack. Nasty little hit here. Hunt, spit, Jock, charge. Charge looking for the cheeky spawn in that little room on the side. Both Hunt and Jock are pre-spawned forward. Coach the position one, that being Aisha, is going to lead it, getting the skeet. Charger still can't find that spawn. They're not giving it to him. Jockey will connect them. This could be the Charger's chance. They get the clear, and the Charger still hasn't gone. And perhaps, yeah, maybe just waiting. And looks like that's going to be a great shutdown here from Akatsuki early on. Oh, they're sending the Charger in. It's going to bounce off of nothing and get nothing. And we've got 3 survivors sitting at 5 punches.
Yeah, that was very wise. I don't know if you noticed that, but no survivor ever left the closet, so the Charger couldn't spawn. He banked on that gap landing when the Jockey landed, so he could go in between them. But one survivor was disciplined enough to stay there and not advance forward, so the Charger had really no impact. And the one boom will land, which probably will just delay, as Colossus tanks in the hands of Shifty. And I don't know what the last spawn's going to be, Noodle, if it's a smoker or a Charger, but if it's a smoker, they're definitely going to sack it.
Should be a smoker. They didn't have one first hit.
I don't think they want that for sure. They're probably going to have.
Not in that room. I would think they want rid of that. They probably want the exact same tri-cap that Akatsuki had. The Charge Jock Hunt. Oh, they get a Charger. I actually don't know what I'm talking about. Did they kill a smoker? I might be confused. They might have killed a smoker when I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Or I just don't know what I'm talking about.
I didn't see it either. I'm with you.
There has to be, because if that Charger's there, then there just hasn't been a smoker at all this chapter.
Perfectly balanced as all things should be.
Yes.
Alright, this one's all you, Noodle. Take it away.
I get this one too. Alright, Shifty's rolling it in. Jockey is going to die off early. It looks like no, he's going to walk away with 74. Elige is going to get cornered. That was actually a double punch. Elige is going to be the one to eat the corner, but I believe that was a 5-punch survivor, and it was. The tank is going to go down all the way to 1.1 here, and they're pushing out. Oh! And the Jockey does get cleared. Punch charge is still in. Another punch. Can Coach win this 1v2? Hunt's gonna connect on the Nick now. Charger's in. Charger does miss. Tank's down to 545. He can get away from this. And it looks like, I don't think they're gonna die. They get the clear, but that's an incap. And this tank is so low, they're gonna be able to kill it off.
I need some help.
And they will, but it's Coach versus a Charger right now. The Charger dies off. They're gonna be able to get these pickups. There's a spinner. That's not gonna stop it. They dropped it. They dropped it again. Stop it. And they're gonna get the pickups. Oh my goodness.
Wow. You know what, Noodle? They're gonna survive, but they're gonna lose all the health bonus on everybody and all their pills except for one, maybe. And it's gonna be 85% damage bonus left, or 86%, one of the two. 86 is gonna be. That's how it is sometimes. And one set of pills. What is left? 439. It's gonna be hard to hold this during the event with all these bleeders here, Noodle. It's gonna be close to even, in my opinion, unless they quad them early.
Of course, but they're going to close the gap, and that's honestly what I think Akatsuki's focused on right now. They still got 2 more chapters to worry about. They're going to go ahead and skeet that Hunter out. Smoke will get mopped up nicely. So did the jockey. The Boomer hasn't gone yet, but yeah, they're just focused on closing this gap as much as they can right now, I'm sure, after narrowly surviving. And, I mean, it's not going to take much distance to do so. Even if they don't get the lead, it's going to be very, very close heading into the next chapter. And they're really slowing down the tempo here. It looks like Rochelle has gone up top. I don't know, looking for pills or what, but it's really slowed down the tempo. But I think Akatsuki's very aware that I don't think Colossus is going to hit again until... actually, they're going to hit now. I'm going to just hold my tongue there. That charge is going to get melted down. And they still have a Hunt Jock spit. They're going to get a pound spit out of this. Jockey in the front, trying to keep him in the spin. Nice kiting going around from Nick. And they're going to kill everything off again.
Yeah, that attack was a little rushed. They were separated, but the jockey and the Hunter could have assisted that Charger big time, Noodle. And unfortunately, they weren't there to do that. So it works in favor for Akatsuki more so, I would say. Only a pound spit instead of a charge spit. But 28% of the points, that's 376. They do find one extra set of pills, which they doubled up on. But there's 2 people close to being slow here, Noodle. So this attack probably going to be baited quite a bit by the Survivor team. And the Infected will wait as long as they can to let this bleed keep going out, in my opinion. Actually, no, they're going to spawn early. Boomer is now up. And he's going to go with the boom, probably stay alive. Charger lands the B-hop. Smoker pull forward, misses. Oh my gosh! Everything gets blasted. And it's a good stack order. That is it, but what a shutdown here from Akatsuki.
Really? Having a boomer tri-cap in that area is unfortunate. No setup either. I feel like Akatsuki has been on it, and they might actually take the lead from this MK. Look at that. The gap is very close. It's very close. It's going to be really close. Again, they need something drastic here if they want to keep this lead heading into 3. They do have another tri-cap coming up here. This one is going to be the God hit. And Hunter's pretty spawned up, getting ready to send it in. Go-Go's called. Nick's not looking. That's going to be a nice separation charge. They're going to at least get good damage out of it. Hunter's look like he's just distracting. Going to connect onto the SMG over in the corner. That's going to be Rochelle Jockey dropping in from above. Trying to connect onto Aisha. He's going to get M2'd and killed off. They're going to get good damage out of it, but I don't think it's going to be enough to stop Akatsuki from claiming the lead.
Yeah, I don't think they can stop him either. I think you're absolutely right, Noodle. There's health bonus and damage bonus. I mean, they're probably going to get an in cap on Gohan.
There it is.
So, they're just going to down him now. I figured they would do that. They'll throw away a couple of damage bonus to make sure he's fast, down to 12%. But, oh, it's actually 600 distance. Never mind, I missed that. I thought it was only going to be 500, so they do have the lead here. Last hit, Boomer goes early. They set the car alarm off. All right, what are the Infected going to do? I think they're just going to wait.
They'll probably wait for that last site. Now, is it a quad or a spit? What? They're going in now, MK. Again, against all of our predictions. They're going to try and land a tri-cap outside. They're getting great damage out of it. Another in-cap will slow them down. All these comments trickling in. And this actually could be bad. The Smoker's still up about 5 seconds out. I don't know if he's going to have time to grab anything, but Rochelle is surrounded. The spit block out. They're going to keep 2 outside. Smoker grabs another. Actually, he's going to bounce off of Coach himself. Probably hit off the common that was surrounding him. And they're going to climb up. Smoker is still in prime position, but they're going to pick it off. Jockey trying to grab. Going to get M2'd for his troubles. Rotating back around, looking to climb back up on the building. And enter from above. Death from above. Here comes the jockey. Bye-bye. Dead. Boom from above as well. They're going to close the door, walk in with the 87 bonus that they have. They're actually only going to give him 84, so they'll take the lead.
180.
Less than 200.
Yeah, I think 180, right? Am I doing my math right?
Yeah, I do believe that is 180.
So, it seems to be a theme so far is that we're playing tug of war with the lead. One team had one lead the first chapter. Now the next one has the lead the next. We'll see if the third chapter will be any difference. If the opening hit will be the different, or we're going to have early tank. How are the Left 4 Dead gods going to tell us? And they're not going to give him the good hit, and it's going to give him a medium tank. And, oh, man. That's a difficult tank. That's a run-back tank, I think, Noodle, isn't it? 56? You're going to have to spawn that right before they go down the sewer.
I'm not going to lie. I'm not too brushed up on Detour Ahead. It's been a hot minute, so I couldn't really tell you. That sounds right. But of course, we do know Chapter 3 of Detour Head is where things can start to get tricky. And with all the momentum shifts we've had back and forth between these two, who knows what crazy things can happen. Obviously, you have the hit right outside. Very annoying. And then right after that, you got Death Charge potential here if they get the sack order right. They do have a Charger in this first hit. We'll see what the plan of attack is here as we are going live. We have 2 SI above, Boom from below, as Akatsuki will start on Survivor this go-around. We got a 2 shotgun setup here. I do believe that is a normal meta of these teams. Coach, being in the hands of Aisha, will begin pushing out. Mila is positioned too. Hunter has free spawned up down below behind the ladder. I don't know if they're fully aware. They're just clearing out as many comments as they can. And there we go, they're sending it in. Boom just waddles his way in, finds one. Smoke leads the engage. Charge looking to cover.
Oh.
And they're getting a slow clear onto this Hunter and a couple punches. And here's the thing though, I don't believe they have a Charger for this type of attack. I didn't quite see if anything died before the Charger, but they could just get past this free. They're fast enough anyway, so I don't think they need to worry. And that's a nasty little start, I believe, for Akatsuki. Only 10%. I mean, 10%'s a lot, but for that attack, I think they can accept that.
Yeah, I think he got a triple punch for sure. I know that for a fact, but he got 32 points from that Charger. I don't know where it all came from. The math doesn't seem to be an even number for that to occur, but that's the number he has. And here comes the Hunter. Oh, that Hunter. Oh, he hit his feet and just got blasted out of the sky. Boomer gets popped. Jockey does not find a home. So just a little bit of pocket change worth of damage. And this is going to allow Akatsuki to jump off the top of the roof. And since this tank is at 56%, I don't think they're going to be waiting. I think they're going to be holding W. And I don't blame them.
I see no reason for them to wait here. They're doing exactly as you said, pushing it forward. They're going to slow down the tempo here as I know this next attack is up, and it's a really good hit. But of course, Colossus has no reason to send it in, other than the fact that there are a ton of comments still trickling in from the rear here. But I don't think they care about that. I think they're just going to let them clear it up, and they're going to hit up top where the alleyway-ish area kind of narrows down. Especially with they smoke charge, they could try and stack something. Hunter is up. Where is he? Oh.
Despawn. Despawn.
Oh, he despawned. Okay.
I was trying to find him too.
No, there he is. Yeah, he's on top of the roof now. And this is where they're probably going to hit. Yeah, exactly that. Charger actually catches him off. Go to the front. They land the double dab in the stick. Oh, this is going to be big damage here. That's going to be Mila and Aisha still in the spit. Both down to red HP. Both having to drop pills. How about it?
I think that was almost 20%. That's just a little shy. That was a phenomenal SI coming out from Colossus. I mean, they caught Akatsuki with their pants down for sure. They're landing all of that in the spit. I am just flabbergasted at how much damage just went out there in that one shot here, Noodle. But it's going to be a sewer spawn. Oh, actually, we might have an issue. We might have an issue here. This is the tank spawn that went on for the grand finals on the North American reboot when they have to spawn it down the sewer. One team had to go all the way down, the other team didn't. I don't know how much this is, to see if it comes into play, but it didn't spawn up top here, so for the looking of this, it seems like it's going to be all right. But they send their SI early, so it's irrelevant to whatever happens here. Nice clear, but the Jockey will land. Smoker pull covers for a little bit. Jockey not being cleared. Smoker not being cleared. Still not being cleared. Aisha being lynched. Down to 51.7. Oh my gosh, Noodle. Damage everywhere.
Have to pop both of these pills. Both of these remaining sets of pills are going to have to be popped here as this tank goes. What is this? I didn't even know you could enter this way. I'm still such a noob. Oh my god, this is awesome. This is why I cast, so I can learn stuff without practicing. Great skeet coming up from Aisha. I got a perfect point of view of that one. Shotgun right on the mark. They still have a spit charge boom though. And that's going to be the tank spawn. It's going to be Gwyn having this third tank for Colossus. And that charger, I do believe, was the bot. I do believe that was Gwen. So they still have the spit boom, and they haven't made any moves here. And it looks like Akatsuki is down. They're going to fight it in this pipe room, I imagine. Unless they get caught outside, which will be pretty bad. And MK, I took both tanks last time, so I think this one should be you.
All right, he is. Yeah, they're going to spit to back them off. This is going to allow the tank to transfer over with minimal damage. They still got 500 out of that, but it would have been way worse, Noodle, if they didn't do that right there and sacrifice those 2 SI to allow this tank to get to a more advantageous commit path with more HP. And it's going to be 5,459. He's down almost 10% of his health. And they were going to early shoot him. They even got the shotgun at the door. Kind of crazy how close he is. And they blast him twice. And the door, he's already down to 900. Early pull. Gets a punch onto Ellis. Second punch down to 2,700. There's one more. In cap at 1,000. Hunter flying around. Hunter lands. No stumbles. Gets cleared. Gets one punch. He's out in the sewer. Another punch. Down to 91. And he is killed off. And Akatsuki is going to be able to live. We'll do a damage evaluation. They were at half. That tank will be about 30% bonus. Good job. Ah, man, what do you say here, Noodle? I mean, it was a good job they survived, but I think they killed the tank pretty respectively quick, in my opinion.
I agree. Whether intentional or not, we're going to pull that bot here. So they're going to land a nice charge. Spit a little bit short. So not going to quite reach the charge target. They still have a Jock boom up. Looks like they're going to send both in. Jock's going to just hold here. In it goes. Gonna connect on Aisha.
Oh!
A bit of a slow clear. Some more damage tallying up. And whether it was the intent of the SI or not, the tank was able to corner Gohan, who was one of their higher health people. So health bonus is only down to 14%, and there's not even a lot of DB either, MK, 30%. So honestly, I feel they could target either one of those 2 bonuses and be pleased with what happens. I mean, the DB is obviously a little bit more, but I think if they target either one, they'll be happy. And they have a nice little hit in here. The Smoker's going to connect. Charger's just going to miss all 3 of those survivors, and they're actually going to shut this hit down relatively nice.
Yeah, I was actually shocked. That was very impressively done. I think the Charger originally missed his target, so it looked like he just M1 down the whole hallway. I don't think that's what he originally wanted to do. But when you miss your first target, it'll look like that, and this is rough for Akatsuki. Look at the crawling going on here. They have 2 survivors, 1 health. This is very danger of being wiped. The jockey will get the easy in cap. The jockey gets out with his life. They have 3 survivors. The hunter gets killed. Smoker gets the pull. Cleared right away. Jockey comes in. Gets M2'd. Not able to get the down. Gets out barely. Eventually gets shut down. And only 1 in cap. And I think they got to in cap Aisha here if they want to get up this ladder quickly. And they're not going to do that.
Reload.
No, I mean,
Ammo here.
I mean, Aisha hasn't eaten an in cap yet, so I'm not really sure what the, justification is for not in capping. I mean, they're just gonna send it. We gotta go on black and white, but I don't know what the justification is, as I mentioned. So they're gonna have to take another hit coming up here on the ladder. Charge, spit, hunt, smoke. Pretty nasty hit for it. They're gonna send an SMG up first to clear out as many combos as possible. Of course, he's got to be careful not to be grapple grappled. And they're gonna in-cap Mila in the back.
Interesting.
Oh, they're going MK. They're just gonna spit down below. I kind of like it. They're just delaying this pickup. And this pickup delay is letting these 2 bleeding survivors bleed even more. See, Aisha obviously already down to 1 HP. Can't bleed anymore. That's gonna be the person they leave with. That might have been the reason right there. Now he's up.
I think they'll be able to get up here, but I think that's one of the reasons they've done that. Maybe.
Yeah,
Look at the boomer! Oh, the boomer pushes him up into the multi-charge. Oh my gosh, the quad boom comes out. Bonus gets blasted. I don't know how the damage got distributed there, but that was hilarious to see. The boomer pushed them all up the ladder into a multi-charge. I don't even know if it hit a multi, but it should have been. That's hilarious, Noodle. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. I might be a first. Funnel the survivors out with a boomer.
Absolutely. Very rarely you see that. We have actually another attack rolling in here. They have another tri-cap here. Aisha's going to once again get a feet onto Stray. That's going to be a death. Onto 2 survivors. Jockey connects. Smoker's still alive. They're going to be able to get the clear on this jockey, so they're not going to wipe out right away. But, 2 survivors dead, so we're not going to see a safe room, it looks, from Akatsuki. And, this is, I feel, another big opportunity for Colossus. Obviously a very tough chapter, but it's, again, they can get the momentum right back in their hands with a good chapter. It won't take much, considering Akatsuki's going to be wiped here. No bonus. Oh, they still have 26 bonus, and it's not a guaranteed wipe here. If they let Rochelle in, I think she's the bonus. Oh, the stumble, and they're not going to get in.
Close.
She was the bonus, so that would have been bonus locked in. But this right here is Colossus' opportunity once again to close the gap, bring it right back. And it looks like, I have a feeling the tug of war is going to continue.
It definitely seems that way, doesn't it? It's set up for that to occur right now. This is, what, 700 distance, so if they are able to get into the safe room with just the distance alone, 1764, that's less than 180 bonus needed for them to regain the Delta lead in their favor, and that is very much possible. But I think it's going to come down to health at the tank, and oh, man, Noodle, it's really hard to take that tank back. It's dangerous to run back with all those hittables up top and the tank in hot pursuit. And not only that, you have to go through the map again. So I believe Colossus is going to stay in the same room, take it there, and they're just going to have to shut down the spawns to live. And even if they get to that area and wipe, they're probably down, what, 500 going into Chapter 4? So that's the way Akatsuki's got to, or Colossus has to look at it, in my opinion. And since they're going to play Chapter 5, I guess you don't really need to be in the lead by that point, but you don't want to be behind on this finale because we all know, Noodle, it's so wide open. It's like Parish without depth charges on either side. Cars everywhere, but they only do 24 damage. Very hard for the Infected to do much of anything.
I agree on a lot of things you said. I do believe Colossus is going to keep that tank down there. Actually sending this opening attack now. It's going to connect. Charge will, at least. They're going to get a triple boom smoke and grab one on top. They're going to be self-cleared. Great SMG aim coming out from forward. And they're only going to take about 5%. That's 5% less we saw Akatsuki take. And they're going to start pushing it forward. Rochelle's having a little bit of trouble here with these commons on the ladder. Actually, they all are. They just need to press M1, guys. M1 to shoot. But I think we're going to see Colossus keep the tank in that room. It can be... I think they can mess that tank up. I mean, Akatsuki was kind of hurting. And they still killed that tank pretty well. Wait, look at this. We have a nice attack coming in. Spit's going to be marked, but that charge is going to get one down. And no slam coming out. Great clear. They must have got... that shotgun must have got a great shot on it for being connected.
It did, but look at their health. They've lost so much. They've lost over 15% in 2 hits. That's a lot. That second hit looked janky, but look at the damage. It got good results. And now the fact that they're going to have a hit in this before they get into the building. Oh, it's a poo too. They know it. This is great movement by Colossus. And I don't think they're going to stop. They should just hold W because they have no chance for damage output with these spawns on the inside unless it's a big misplay from the survivors here, Noodle. They're just going in quickly. Jockey gets shut down. Boomer probably sacks at the other side, and they need to hold this spitter. They need to get some more damage before this tank comes up.
Another momentum shift. I do believe it's too early to tell, but Colossus has made it through these hard areas early on. Akatsuki, we remember, if we go back and remember, they took that nasty double cap, the hunt charge in the spit, right before entering the room with the stairs. That would put 2 survivors down to bleeding, red HP, 2 sets of kills gone. And it's like the exact opposite effect over here. We see Colossus, way better shape. And I think they're kind of feeling themselves right now. We got another tri-cap inbound here. And where are they going to send it is the question. I'm looking to see where they're set up here. It looks like they are going to be patient. They're going to let Colossus clear out these commons. They're going to wait here for the forward hit.
Yeah, and I do agree with Colossus doing this. And what could have happened here is if they attacked, say they do attack there with the commons, this would allow them to push and maybe get the tank up in order for a run back, because they could have pushed on it. And that could still happen right now because I think they're healthy enough for a run back. The question is, are they going to do it? And what would the SI choose to do here, which is more important? Because if they attack here, this tank, there's nothing going to stop them from running back, Noodle, unless the spitter stays alive. So I'm really up on the fence on what I would do with the Infected.
I don't think they do it. I don't think they do it for one reason, MK, and that's because of how well they made it through the first time. You know how hard it's going to be for them to do it again? We'll see what this attack brings out. They're actually going to shut it down. They're going to be able to land a pound spit, but next time they get out of that after only a couple hits. But I think they're going to hold this momentum into this tank. They have better HP for it. And they took those choke points so well, that would be the one reason I think they don't go back. Because you know how hard that's going to be. Take the attack as well as they did a second time. I just don't think it'll happen. And I think Colossus is going to hang out right here in this room, setting up for it as we have tank number 3 for Akatsuki MK in the hands of Aisha.
Yeah, and look at, they're already ready to spray Aisha up. They don't have a spitter to stop it either. So there's nothing they can do to negate some kind of damage going on to this tank. I'm just surprised there's only one survivor up here and not both Uzis. They're more focused on protecting themselves and maybe not letting a multi-boom land. The boomer doesn't land.
Oh!
Here he goes, and they blaze him up for about the same amount, nothing extra.
That's same, yeah.
I thought there was a chance maybe, but all right, here he goes. He's gonna go. Baited me out. Got excited there, Noodle. I thought for sure that was gonna be the commit of Aisha. But we're going to wait a couple more seconds for Alige, who should be a hunter. If it's a smoker, it'll be unfortunate. It's going to be a hunter. The best thing for the infected. Aisha's ready to go in. There's a pop with the pills from Shifty. Doesn't want to be 3 punches. And Shifty, oh, what a jump around. The Jock lands in the back, though. Oh, this is devastating. And he does not cover it. They can't 2-cap him in the front. But the Charger is abusing someone. And they get the clear in the back. Tank is down to 1,200. They're going to be able to kill him, I think. Yes, they are. But still, the damage comes out. That is insane that they were able to get that clear. The jockey was a hero. They'll get out with, what, 28%? The question is, who's really the winner out of this Noodle? Because that's over 50% damage tank.
You saw it. You saw how close that double cap was to landing in the front. That would have been a surefire wipe. That Charger was a millimeter to his left. Simply just one little tiny bit off from a double cap, and it's insane how this game just happens in this game. We have a smoker, now the hunter, we have a spitter up, ready to go. As soon as they go in here, they still 407. I think right now, as of now, the winner's Colossus, simply because Akatsuki wiped. Looks like we have a little stalemate here, but we have 2 bleeding on the side of Colossus, so they have to make the move here. Shotgun is up. And they're going to be able to pick the smoker. It's now onto the hunter to get something, and he will. And the spit is wide of the mark. Not going to, just barely not going to reach Quinn. Look at that.
Wow, they're so fortunate. I mean, they do get a little bit of damage through, though, because the spit spread onto the survivors on the ladder there, Noodle. So it did tick a little bit. Plus, the boomer got a scratch on the coach. So a little bit goes out. 632 bonus are coming up on one of the last turns to get up to the long, narrow way, but they're going to have to take an attack beforehand. And the Charger's ready. Smoker pull. Never mind. Smoker didn't even go yet. But it's going to be a quad try. And it's going to be a rolling. They're going to get quadded. Noodle, they get quadded in close quarters. What did we just see?
They just threw away the 300 bonus. Their lead swap was right there, and they lose it. You can't get any more serious than this. What is happening? Akatsuki's gonna hold on to this lead as we head into chapter 4. What in the world is this game? This has been an insane start to this grand finals.
Yeah, I'm kind of stunned at the action of the infected. I mean, it's just been a back and forth battle. The SI is taking advantage of what's given to them, and just a real unfortunate scenario for Colossus getting quadded in that area. It is hard to land quads in close quarters. The smoker managed to get the one that he needed and not mess up that quad. I mean, it speaks for itself there, Noodle. Great job by Akatsuki. And now we're going to have a tank at 69% of the way through the map. And now it's Akatsuki's match to lose. They're in pretty good control right now by almost 400. And that's what they were down on the first one. Now that's how much they're up after 3.
Is that subtle foreshadowing? I mean, who knows? This has been... I don't think I've actually been this excited in a Left 4 Dead match since the final chapter of Getting Good and who was it? I don't even remember. It was Getting Good and somebody else on Dark Carney. in the Asia Blueprint Cup. That was probably one of the best matches I've actually got the pleasure of watching, and this is getting to be the #1 spot. I mean, the back and forth, these two teams, they're just feeding off of each other's mistakes. And we're going live here. I cannot wait to see this Chapter 4. As you mentioned, we have Akatsuki with the lead. Little 2-2 opening attack, smoke hunt. And where are they going to send it is the question. I mean, they don't really have the necessary SI, I believe, to send it inside here, but they might do it anyway. Look where this hunter is positioned currently. But Rochelle has made her way out, so it looks like we're going to see a go-go here. They're going to try and stack. Oh, the skate from the pole. Who was that? Aisha.
Alicia took it from Aisha, I think, right?
No, Alicia.
Oh, no, it was a clear. Okay, okay.
Or Aisha.
That was very well done. Very, very well done, Noodle. How about it? That's no damage. That was completely clean. So that shutdown works well for Akatsuki, and they're going to be able to take this choke point. But they slow down to clear the commons because they know there's a quad coming. You don't want to be caught with your pants down when there's 4 SI that could wipe you in an instant. Colossus just learned of it. Now they're trying to return the favor early on only a 23% map progression, but it's going to come on the drop over the trailer, and oh, they're baiting it. They're trying to get this to come out here, Noodle. They wanted to hit on the survivor's term, not the infected. But here they go. Oh, one drop. They get a pullback. Oh, what a shutdown of that quad. They do get a couple of percentage, but wow.
Mila taking it into own hands here, getting this heat this time around. How about it? They're going to keep pushing it forward here, and that is absolutely not the return quad that they wanted, I'm sure. Reloading. Jeez.
Yeah, it's like pretty much no damages on the survivors. Just Aisha and Gohan took some SI damage. I think there's one common slap that went out here, or one friendly fire. I don't know which one it is, but we'll see no jockey, so there's no death jock and no death charge possibility on this button push. Very beneficial for the survivors, but looks like they're going to try to stack on whoever the one's going to be the decider factor to hit this button. And is it a shotgun? Is it a shotgun? Yes, it is.
They're going to send Mila. Interesting call. They're going to go ahead and send in the smoker. The hunt will land, so the stack is successful, but the spitter missing the spawn. So no go on that one. They're going to send the smoke spit in last. I don't know how wise that is. Spitter is not being killed, so they're going to be able to keep this spitter. Actually, they're going to just go ahead and spec it out. So I guess that's the plan there. They're going to have no smoke, no spit here for the upcoming attack. I guess if they're going to rotate backwards, it's going to be hard to get a spit in that area. So I guess they have better luck with Boomer is what they're thinking, perhaps. Maybe they're going to try and catch him on the run back here. We're going to find out because the SI are actually going to be up before the survivors can get in position. Are they going to try and catch him out? It looks like it with the way they're spawned up, but they're about to lose it. Jockey will connect, a little bit of a separation here, and we're going to see the Charger Stumble Hunt will connect. They're going to be able to get great damage onto Gohan from this Jockey. Boom finds 2. And they did it. They caught them off guard a little bit and got a separation.
Yeah, Charger misplayed that big time there, Noodle. Charger should have been punching that Jockey, in my opinion.
Yeah,
probably could have got 3, in my opinion, minimum with that Hunter flying around. Hunter could have got a stumble, but they do finally get 10% bonus off of Akatsuki, but it just took too many attacks, in my opinion. They got to be able to find some value in this corner. It's not easy to do so. Smoker Hunter combination with this Charger in the back. They'll get a pound spit. Charger can't make it that far. Oh, pull down through the spit. Nick can't make the jump up right away. So Gohan's now slow. So again, Akatsuki, a little bit of a misplay on the survivors. Have to pop pills early. Good job here coming out from Colossus. 8% in that little corner and still tallying up. And they're going to be caught out in the open here, undecided what they want to do. Look at this Noodle. What are they doing?
I think the SI might catch him. They're trying to regroup here. Commons are funneling out. You know, there's no more. They clear him up. They're going to send the next attack anyway, though. They have another tri-count. Charger's going to get melted down. Jockey is in from the front. Hunter is really far away. Going to go for the despawn. Boom's going to get shut down, and the Hunter should be able to get away no problem. So a big shutdown there from Akatsuki, bouncing it back. And that was a little scary there for a second. They were surrounded by commons, but the SI just weren't quite ready to take advantage of that, so they were able to regroup it up.
All right.
Yeah, so they're going to keep moving it forward.
Let's do a quick note here, Noodle. The event is over, and it cost them 19% bonus to get there for Akatsuki. We'll see how much it'll cost on the other side when that time comes. But it's going to be a Charger, Hunter, Jockey, and the Spitter. No Jockey insta-kill. They already passed that point. Hunter ready to come up. They land a nice double cap. Charge Spit's going to be... Oh, they get the stumble. big follow-up on Amila. I cannot believe that Charger had enough HP to get that stumble.
There was absolutely no reason it should have 3 survivors staring at it, no other SI up, and it gets the stumble anyway. I mean, I don't know, Amila, I would be happy if I were Amila, but nonetheless, they're going to keep going forward here. They might be able to squeeze in one more before this tank, but I assume they might try and keep something. Actually, I don't know. I don't think Akatsuki runs back. I think they stay forward here, but who knows what they're going to do. They're going to actually skeet out this Hunter. Jockey's following up. Instead, they're going to funnel in one by one and die off. This Boomer can't find one.
I think he was too close to the concrete bag.
I think so.
Yeah.
And that's going to bring in tank. It's going to be strayed, and they're going to rotate out. Obviously, now they have to worry about logs, or maybe 8 log. I don't actually remember exactly. I know there's one there. There's one there, so logs plural is going to be the correct thing. Now, here is obviously the thing we have to worry about if we're Colossus, is Akatsuki hearing the logs coming in, and they decide they're going to take that opportunity to run back now, especially with the fact that they're sending in a tri-cap now, and they're going to shut it down, because Aisha gets another nasty ski. Smoker's nowhere to be found, and they could run it back now if they want to, and the only reason I think they're not is because of the bleeding survivors and having to take as much distance as they will if they do go back. So I don't think they're gonna do it, as it's a little too late now. He's got both of these logs in a decent spot, and they're gonna pick that smoker. And now we're gonna see a boom up. They're gonna get a jockey, a hunter, a charger if they kill this boomer. Boom gets a great spawn, only finding one. I don't know, MK.
Yeah, it's ballsy. The survivors are gonna stay up here. I thought they were going to be gone as soon as some spawns went, but they're going to play with the logs. They're going to let them play. Down, what, almost 34% bonus? I can still hear some comments trickle in, but I think they should clean it up if time they commit.
No, they're stuck in the cornfield. Look at them.
I can hear them.
They're just dancing around in there. I don't know if it's because of where they're standing or what, but if they drop down and all these comments funnel in, that could be disastrous.
Yeah, here they come. Oh, they're coming. Here they come. They're in. But the tank is not.
He's doing it. No, yes, he is. He's going in now, and they're going to go back now. Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't know who this hurts more.
I think he's... I don't know if he's going to be able to keep it. I think he might go AI.
Okay, but we got 2 bleeding going back here, and they're going to have to rotate the whole way back through and then come back forward. And they have no pills at all in between here. So even if he's AI, we could see a quad attempt with this AI tank. We could see a hit now with some disaster, maybe catching them. It looks like they're going to do just that, sending in another tri-cap with another Aisha ski, another jockey kill. This smoker ain't going to get nothing, and this tank is probably indeed going to go AI. He's keeping sight as of right now, 40% second.
I cannot believe he still has sight.
They just can't get out of his sight. He's like just barely keeping it, and he's trying to Hail Mary car. Oh, it bounces off, and this is it for this tank, it looks like. And he's gonna be able to get a grace period, but that's it. Tank 5, no way! He's still got it, they're keeping sight, he's gonna keep it! He's in MK, smoke charge, but there's an SI still 15 seconds out, and that smoker's half dead. I don't think this tank actually gets anything unless Charger lands, and it will not. So this is actually turning out to be something beautiful for Akatsuki as they land a rock. That's not going to be close enough for a corner. Smoker's there, he's going to get clear before the tank can get close. Another rock in, gonna not find its mark. Hunter's gonna have to go now, and he will do just that. It will connect on the SMG. Can they land this rock? It's inbound, turning it around, won't find it. Tank will die, 1 rock only. But now we gotta see Akatsuki make this way through again with Gohan slow and Mila about 20 HP from being slow.
Have a weapon.
Yeah, but they are gonna crawl. No matter what, they gotta take this slow the rest of the map, so they're gonna get some decent attacks in certain areas where the infected will be favored. And one of them is coming up now, but the only problem is they have a 2-2. They're backing off too far for my liking. I would have liked to see them hit earlier. And I think they're just going to go here. Charger comes down. Nice charge spit. Guarantee the spit. Jockey comes down. Lands on him. Oh, but he took him to the ladder.
Oh, no. What are we doing?
I don't know about taking him to the ladder, though, Noodle. That was a big spread of spit. I think I would have rather body blocked than just M2 once or twice, in my opinion.
You know, I wonder if that's one of those like very minor map details that you just don't think about until it's too late. Like, yeah, the jockey drops down, and with his first-person point of view, he doesn't even see the ladder. So he grabs on, takes him over, and everybody went like, "Oh my God, there's a ladder there."
I'm a reload. Taking the machine gun.
They have another attack here, MK. This is looking pretty dangerous here. There's a little spot that can be a death charge, but the charge is way too far away. Surely not, right? No, the charge will connect, though. Another charge spit, but obviously Mila was pretty much already down, so the charge spit being on Mila was probably the best-case scenario.
That looked really janky.
That looked really janky too. I was thinking the same thing, but I
like,
think it
what?
was just I think it was just the way it might have bounced off like I don't even know actually. I don't even have some nerdy scientific proof or reason for what I was about to say, so I'm gonna not say because I have no idea what it was. But they still have 693 bonus, and a lot of it's DB, but they still have a decent chunk of health bonus here. We're gonna see another attack on them. They're gonna send it so fast here, MK. Trying to let you take something, but I'm in the middle of yapping. They're getting some great damage out of this. Ai's just caught off alone with a jockey. And how does this happen? They might have been feeling themselves a little bit too much after that tank. How do you just let this happen to you?
I don't know, but the Charger could have in-capped that guy. It's twice now that Colossus could have did something by keep punching Akatsuki's jocked guy on this map. That's 2 times on the same chapter. Very odd to see that come out. The bonuses went down quite a bit, though, but Noodle, those were in-cap possibilities left on the board. And that is game change. Okay. That doesn't proxy, but they're going to shut down the boomer, and we'll see a hit on the inside. And I think we're 2 or 3 hits away. They're not going to be able to find pills to be fast, but still. 527, that's a lot of points for how low that survivor's health are right now.
God damn. Okay, who do you think they attack? I mean, look at all that DB still on the table.
I would like to attack Mila, but it's only 13 points, so I don't know if it's the right play or not. And the Spitter tried to trust, gets a pull back in, and it's going to work out because they get 2 downs. They got bailed out of there for sure. Plus, they got to worry about the smoker. Oh, there's going to be 3 downs. Noodle, this is dangerous. I think they're going to be able to bounce back, but 3 people down at once is very scary. Yeah, they're going to get everybody up, but that was very scary for Akatsuki.
Yeah, I think Colossus needs to regroup here. And they have, I'm not sure what exactly the attack they have, but it looks like they want to kill that boom fast. And Gwen is not happy with how slow forward was on that one. And what do they get for this final SI? I think they get a spit, and they want to send it in this corridor, but Akatsuki could send it. I mean, they're not going to, though. They did find an extra set of pills. Hunter's going to spawn in and scare them. Wise going to give forward time to get that 4th SI in. Going to be the Spitter. They have a God hit here in this corridor. Here we go. What kind of damage can they muster? Aisha's going to eat a hunt. Very unlike. And the Charger's going to get around the corner, going to grab on Amila, and they get the slam out of it.
Wow.
As if.
Covered in goo.
And actually, come to note here, Noodle, they found 2 sets of pills in that room, so that is the reason why 2 of those survivors have so much health, because I believe we would have lost somebody there, or at least another down would have happened. But they're at the safe room door, 263 bonus points, last hit. The boomer gets shut down. I don't know if they're going to be able to delay this fast enough to get a full hit. They're going to have to hit with these 3, and they're already pouncing their way over. Jockey coming in, Smoker gets a pull. Hunter overshoots Coach, but they does get cleared, and they still manage to muster in 236 total bonus, and that'll give them a 4-chapter score of Detour ahead, 2,841. And I don't know if Colossus is going to be able to do this on this map. That's a lot of points you're going to need to even the score. Trying to do a calculator real quick before they ready up, but we'll see.
And I'm going to double check here, and I'm going to double check, of course, before I say so. But if I do remember correctly,
1298, that's the difference.
Detour ahead was Colossus' choice.
And they're down.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking. So Suicide Blitz coming up next was Akatsuki's choice. So Colossus, I don't know if maybe they chose this map first because they weren't comfortable with it. And they're actually sending a quick attack. Look, they left the safe room wide open and they're going to take that to their advantage. Spit, stumble. You're kidding. They leave that safe room wide open and just stand there, and they're going to eat almost 13% of the bonus.
Wow, what? That is rough. A rough start. losing that much bonus. A great play by Akatsuki
Reloading.
by being mindful of watching the safe room because Colossus didn't. I say this a lot on some of these campaigns. There's a lot that could be done with that safe room, and they took advantage of it on this chapter. Let's see what they're going to be able to do with a 100 Charger, Jockey, and a Boomer. They're going to spawn the Charger up, Jockey coming. They have some people that didn't go over the top. He had the Charger winning. Trying to bait out Rochelle. Can't do it. They'll kill everything else. And that's a nice shutdown. It makes the average per hit go down a lot. Not a lot was found there, Noodle.
Heads up.
That's where they're gonna take this tank. If they're gonna stay forward, if they're gonna bring it back, I'm sure it's gonna be a situational thing depending on their health. But as I was saying, and that may have just been proof right there, it could have been possible. We don't know the thought process. Did Colossus choose this map because they felt better about the last two maps, the remaining two? So they wanted to get the one that, because I mean, if you're not comfortable with Detour Ahead, you probably don't want that to be your deciding map, huh? So leaving that for the third one probably wouldn't be wise. And there was a chance with that if they chose anything else. So maybe that was the thought process there. But obviously we don't know, and I could just be making up these random excuses for Colossus, and they may have just chosen that because they like Detour Head, they like the name. I don't know. But they're going to send an attack here on the bridge. Smoke's going to miss, but they put themselves in a bad spot. I cannot believe what I am seeing right now. That's a double. That's going to be Ellis in this bit. Oh, no! And the Hunter actually gave him God frames, no?
Yeah, they gave him a little bit of. I mean, it's a lot of damage still. No, I mean, look, they're down to 72.5, and the other team got to the tank at 68% bonus. So, for that alone, Noodle, what you said is going to come to fruition. They can't run this back. They're going to have to take it forward. And remember, they need 598 bonus to tie the game. So they need a lot of this score. And right now, they're caught in a pickle between this thing and the fence. Or the bush fence, and they're going to land a quad boom after all the SI are cleaned up, and it looks like Colossus wants to go forward instead of backwards, which I can't really disagree with how much damage they've taken. And look at it, Noodle. Everybody's almost at half. A lot of damage coming out, in my opinion, from Akatsuki.
Hey, dare I say, I think Colossus is just on their back foot after getting quadded. They may have been demoralized after that, and they may just be, I mean, they're on their back foot. They're clearly not, they're not playing properly. We have another attack coming here. We got a smoke pool insta-clear coming out, but another pound spit will connect this time on to Shifty. Shifty will make their way out of the spit. Nice self-clear from the smoker in the back, preventing more disaster, but Shifty's gonna have to pop these set of pills, and if it wasn't guaranteed before, it is now. A set of pills down. No pills in between here. Nobody found an extra set of pills until they got to the pillbox forward all the way before safe room. So, yeah, I think Colossus would be dumb to run it back. Look how split they are. And even without many commons are in the back, there's still so many. Colossus is going to have to slow down at some point, or they're going to be walking into a hellhole of a tank here. As this, everything's going to spawn in the back. They're going to go ahead and melt down that Hunter. Jock Charge still hasn't gone yet. Jockey is coming in from the rear. Charge from the front, gets a punch, nothing more. Jockey is in, and they get cleared out. Boom, in the same spot. This one will find one. Nothing more. And let's see. It looks like this is going to be the spot they slow it down. It would be unwise, I think, to bring in this tank. There's still commons dating all the way back to the beginning, or the tail end of that bridge.
I'm a little flabbergasted on the early tank spawn, but the tank's not going to make a play on it. He just wants to get his toys. Maybe that was try to see if they make a misplay and, like, push the tank quickly in, you know what I mean, and leave the hittables back there. But Charger gets a couple of fists, and they are going to be down 10% more bonus going into this than the other side. So Colossus have to stay here, and if a hittable lands... Oh man, I think, is that already enough? Is that enough already?
I don't know. They really need to kill this tank, and they need to do it good. Is it enough? I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh. Oh, this is gonna be the decider. This log hit right here, and that's not really good. But he can still use it. They got to be careful. Oh, it splits. Misses the one in the back. That was not gonna do anything. Now he's got to give up on it. No, he's not. He backs up.
They're bad spots.
Yeah, I'm confused.
They need to drop. I think they need to drop left. I really do.
Oh, this tank's dead. This tank is dead. They're gonna go to where the hittable is. Oh, there's. Wait, what? He got pulled out of the map.
Hey? Hello? No, he's fine. Maybe.
Oh, he got out. He got out. I've never seen that happen. And Noodle, as it stands right now, they can win the
my
game.
God.
They can still win this with what they have right now. They still have an additional 70 points in that cabinet coming up with those 2 sets of pills, but it does look like they're going to have to eat them or they're going to have to choose to crawl. One or the other.
This is game 1.
Reloading.
This is amazing. I don't know what's happening right now, but I am absolutely loving it. They went ahead and sacked that boomer. They have a nasty hit coming up, and this could throw away a lot of their hopes right now. Jockey's already up. They have a charge. They have a spit. Final S size of smoke. Here we go. Jockey's already pre-spawned up on the roof. We got the charge and the smoke. Looking for above. Probably a stack scenario, I imagine. Charger has dropped it down a little bit on top of the cardboard boxes now. Colossus has slowed down the tempo, but they don't really have time to do that. They are slow. They are bleeding, and they're still they still need to get to those pills. So I don't know. They're trying. They're doing their very best to pick this jockey. A little bit of chip has come out to it, but not much. And like I said, all they're doing is bleeding. Now they've grouped up in the corridor. Charger's in. It's gonna die off before it is caught in the back with this jockey. Couple takes, smoker covers. They get the clear on the jockey, clear on the smoker. They're down to 5 to 7. They're gonna have to push forward, and they're gonna have to keep these pills.
Are they going to hunt the spitter down? Oh, Ellis wants it. Ellis is going to get it.
They're just wasting time.
They got it. I don't know if I like that call, though.
They're wasting time. Wasting time is all they're doing. And they found both sets of pills in that box.
But they ate them. They can no longer mount a comeback. If there's no chap 5, it's over. Oh, this is going to be a lot. This is going to be a lot here. Charger in the back's going to land. Cleared immediately, but damage comes out. Hunter's going to come in for scratches. Not able to get any. He gets killed.
I don't know. Are you sure? I think they go map 5. There's no way they. I know it's a best of 3, but there's no way they let game 1 slip out of their hands being this close.
It all comes. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the rules say chapter 5 is played, so I don't see a reason why they're not going to. And it's going to be less than 100 points. Oh, and they get coach out the door. No way.
Blocked by spit. Look, we saw the boomer up and a charger. They can get something in the end. Boomer gets shut down. Charger's going for something. They close the door in his face. And they're trailing by 100 some. And they're going map 5.
Oh my god. I had the feeling we're going to go all 15 chapters in this rate, Noodle. We might go all 15 chapters.
Oh my god. This is game 1. I know I said it before, but it baffles me. We still got 2 more games of this possible. Oh my. Now, we do have to talk about this finale. We did briefly mention it in the early goings. It's not SI friendly. There's nothing but open areas. There's some rocket spawns, of course, but it's a lot of open areas. But we've seen some good stacks coming out. Obviously, when the tank comes in, you're going to be like, oh my god, there's so many cars. That's amazing. Well, fear not, survivors, for these cars do not in-cap. They do some damage, nothing more. So when all these cars are flying in, I mean, I'm sure pretty much everyone in the chat knows this already, and I'm just looking like a total, like that nerd emoji. But, like, it's fun to spew.
Yeah, I tell you what, we can all hope that every one of these campaigns will result to what's happening at this moment, to this finale has come upon us. But it's going to be a static tank spawn, so this one's going to be after the survivors get an additional about 200 points, Noodle. So, Akatsuki, I doubt they're going to get quadded in 2 hits before this tank, so 3,050 is what they should have when tank spawns. And how much damage they can get with it, because I don't think I have ever, and I hope I cast a curse somebody, I've never seen this tank wipe.
Oh, look how fast that hunter spawned in, connecting onto Ellis, and they're going to get some damage out of here. They're going to melt down that charger beautifully. Quad boom, Boomer's in there, rubbing his fat hands all over them, getting quite a few scratches. Actually, decent damage there in the early going there. 3% coming out, and in an open area like this, 3%, that'll tally up. They can keep landing stuff like that.
Yeah, I think I would have liked to see the Charger try to go in for punches instead of making a wide U-turn to see if he can get someone charged in there. Colossus trying to be too fancy with charges, in my opinion. See if they could do a little bit better with this one, with a jockey, spitter, Charger, Hunter ready to go. Hunter coming up. Charger finds it. Oh my gosh, Charger! He does land! What a 2-cap!
No
1 slam!
way.
Nice clears, though. The spitter doesn't land, but Good damage coming out from Colossus. Much better charger that time.
We're getting hits like this. As we just got done saying how open this area is, how hard it is to get any damage. And they eat a ton. Okay, so you were pretty close. 30-53 is going to be the exact number they get here heading into tank. And I feel like an extra survivor just maybe walked forward with them. And we have this tank. It's strayed. They're going to send an attack here. Smokin's cleared. Hunt gets killed off. And they still have a boomer. Nice M2. And they're going to kill it off. Another insta-clear. And yeah, Strayd's working in one of about 500 cars. None of these in cap. Oh, having a little trouble with that one. And we're going to see Akatsuki settle up here behind this fence. Got 2 on the bus. And that could be, you know, interesting if they can get some good chip on them. They've only done about 20.
Oh.
This SI is going to need to land. They have a charger. I don't know if a charger here is it. They're going to eat this car, I think. Nope, not quite. Too high. They're going to land everything. That's a punch. And they're just going for damage. There should be an in cap onto Ellis. Down to 3.4. Spreading the love, but he's going to actually spread the miss because he missed all 3 of them. And that's going to be another punch on Aisha in the corner. Going to get the in cap with the pills. That's going to be DB down because of the pill pop. And you know what? An in cap on that tank, I don't know. That's good, especially with the pill pop. So they're down 50% of their DB.
Yeah,
40%,
the tank was brilliant on not taking the in cap, turn punching. The only bad part is he missed the turn punch. Because the survivor popped pills and he immediately took it back. That is just smart play coming out there from Colossus, knowing that if the survivor pops pills and he gets the in cap, you can get up to 49% of the DB if it's perfectly done. It was almost perfect. Hunter gets shut down, Smoker clear quickly, and it looks like they're going to go for a quad attempt with 57% bonus remaining.
It's looking like they're going to want to get into desperation mode here. I don't think they really need to, but you know, they probably want to guarantee that they don't have to make it with a bunch of bonus, I guess, which is, I guess, it's understandable. Quad's going to be real tough to land in an area in a finale like this, but not much finale left to go. So I guess if they're going to do it, they're going to need to do it now. So here we go. Hunter is pre-spawned up behind the bus. Charger is probably looking to enter from the same area. Will we see perhaps... We're not going to see a stack for damage because they want to all 4 land. We'll see what they do. Charger hops in. It's going to get killed off. They're going to land a double cap at least with the jock hunt. Everything will get cleared up so fast, though.
Yeah, what was that? About 6% Noodle? Yeah, and they do eat, I think, another set of pills. And now they're going to only have 1 more chance for damage. And they still have half the points. So for Colossus, this is looking kind of grim in my opinion. But what can they do? I think they just kill Boomer and then keep everything else. They need to kill the Boomer right now. Yeah, they need to kill the Boomer. And they need to save for 1 more hit. Yeah, that's 4.
The fact that they land one's very good for their cause, actually, because that's going to slow them down. Even if only a little, they're clearing out these commons real nice. And I don't know, they're getting close to the helicopter. They will be able to get 1 more hit with 4. You were absolutely right. Sending in that boomer was the correct move. And what is that final SI? They have a charge, they have a hunt, they have a spit. Common goes flying in the air, beautifully done. They're eating a lot of common slaps here. They're struggling. They're going to take advantage of this final SI as the hunter. And it's going to get killed. Actually, I think the final SI is the jockey. I got these backwards charges going to get leveled. And everything's dead. They shut it down. Spit goes out in the helicopter. No kicks, just a delay.
Yeah, they lost I think they lost a lot of health. It's just the commons, as you were saying. They weren't able to get out of it. But they still make it away with, what, 600 additional points, Noodle, I think?
1,400 chapter, yeah. Or no, 600 distance, 1,200 points. 4,057. What a score. 1208's their chapter score. And it's an easy finale, sure. But is it easy enough to get 755 bonus? Because that's the magic number to win the game. 755.
755.
And yeah, I mean, easy. I mean, the reasoning for Akatsuki's 600 bonus as opposed to anything higher was the pill pop in cap. Colossus needs to avoid that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's where all the damage came from, you know?
Exactly. I mean, no in caps on this tank. I think Colossus takes it. But that is what they need. Even if they get 1 in cap, if they don't pop the pill, then you know a lot of things can go right for Colossus, but of course a lot of things can go wrong. 755 is a big number, but it's an easy finale. So here we go.
Yeah, and I think
We'll just have to see.
you have 2 hard hits at this map, and that was the halfway point and right before the safe room. If you make that corner, which Akatsuki was trying to push, which they did actually take in my opinion, but that's going to be a rough start, and they still haven't cleared this Hunter. Noodle, look at this damage.
What are we doing?
I don't know. I think we're watching Colossus kind of throw this away with a rough start, losing what is that, 7%?
Yeah.
Ouchie.
MK strayed. Chip that tank. 4 shots or tank smoker. I mean, chip that smoker. 4 shots into that smoker, and all that was a distraction. And the Charger and Hunter were able to capitalize on it. We have another attack coming through. We have another tri-cap here. It's gonna be the God hit. Here we go. They're all on the bus. Charky's already chipped. Hunter connects up the top. Double cap lands. Spit's gonna connect. Charger's gonna go. Missing. But they're gonna still get some good.
It's identical damage. Almost identical, Noodle.
I don't like the way this is not the best start for Colossus, but this will bring in the tank. We saw Akatsuki eat a really nasty hit there as well, so you know, it's all gonna come down to this. If they can kill this tank, they can kill it with no end caps, and I think their chances of making it, because this finale's super short as well. We have to let people know that it's super short. There's a reason it's 600 distance. They send in Hunter. It's gonna connect right under Rochelle's face. No resistance whatsoever. Go on as tank number 5. They clear the smoker. 1 billion cars. There's 1,000,000,001 flying in right now all over the place. Don't need to reiterate, but we will anyway. Cars don't in cap. It's gonna do some damage. I don't know how much damage it is. Do you know the exact damage?
24.
24. Okay.
Yeah, it's same as a rock or a tank punch. That's pretty much what it does.
Okay, that makes sense.
But he's got them all in a pretty decent spot. I mean, he's lining them up. The Charger's gonna come in just to die. If he lands, I'll be so shocked. Oh, the boomer almost landed.
Great
though.
shutdown.
Wow, that was scary,
That's
Noodle.
huge.
That was scary, boomer.
So let's assess the situation real quick. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 cars currently in play. And if he can get them in the right spots, you know, I mean, they're just as good as tank punches, I suppose. So a few of these connecting would go well for their cause. They're going to have a jock, they're going to have the hunt, they're going to have a smoke, probably what you want in an open area such as this. And I think he's going to commit. Gohan, MK, why don't you take this tank? Oh, the split.
Uh-oh, Noodle. This is not good. They got a survivor separated, but they're not doing anything with it. The tank couldn't get in.
Cars. He played with the cars so much.
Yeah, but he had them kind of corralled in a corner right now. And I mean, this is just one of the most weirdest tank fights I've ever seen. Oh, he hits him with it, and he's using it as a ramp to separate the survivors. Coach now has nowhere to go.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, and he's dead, and they still do have enough points, but
Barely.
barely is right.
Very barely.
What was the number they needed?
755.
What?
755.
There's no way, Noodle. There's no way.
No.
No
They
way.
have to take the rest of this perfectly. I don't know what was up. It's like the momentum just kept going back and forth. I feel like Colossus should have just been killed in that corner. Is there no ladder? There must not be a ladder there. I don't know why he didn't just climb in. But like I said, I haven't played this finale at all myself, so they're sending in another attack here. It's got to be perfect. And it's not. They're not perfect. They lose. Actually, they just lose. That's it.
Yeah, and they need to eat pills, and they'll find 2 more sets of pills up ahead, Noodle.
It's not gonna be enough.
So no, not anymore. Let me see. That's 30. They'll get another 30. That'll be 742. So Akatsuki is gonna take the first game. And looks like they might just call it in the middle so they don't have to finish it out, I guess. Yeah, they're asking for it. So I will go into silent mode for a minute here, and I will get the command. I'll let you.
I got it.
Oh, you got it? All right, cool.
I have him pinned.
And they are gonna bring it within 50, Noodle. That's how close it's gonna be.
That's what we get.
Because the commons are not spawning in front of them. They have most of them behind. So I don't think they're gonna have a good spawn, and they take it wide anyways. Very well taken here at the end. Oh, there's a quick pull that goes out on the Shifty. And what a strong finish from both sides. Noodle, that is incredible, but it's going to be Akatsuki getting game 1 of the best of 3, 4,057 to 3,919. Excuse me, GG.
Game 1, by the way.
Yep, NF
What
is
are they
going to
call
be
it? Dark Carnival?
It'll still be remixed, but it's just getting updated. But we're live. Here we go. Game 2.
All right.
Look
Suicide
at
Blitz.
the spawns, Noodle. Hunter, Jockey, Spitter, Charger. Best hit you can ask for on the second game. Let's see how many chapters it'll go for.
I don't know. I'm actually curious. They need a good sack order here for this early one because the second hit I feel is very important. They're going to kill off the charge first. Very important because we know. Oh, wait. They get there. What is this?
Oh!
We're already off to a wacky start because Charge Hunt both die. And after the two nasty, dangerous capping infected die, they knock 13% of the bonus off MK. Jock Spit carrying the day here. And game 2 is already off to an absolutely wild start. And I don't know if I have the energy to keep going back and forth like this. This has been insane.
It is, but now we have the best elevator music in the game. And we will listen. All right.
As they reach the bottom, MK, this hit is important. We have to note this is actually probably the most important hit in this specific chapter. I would argue there's a lot of choke points, but this one is the choke point. We have 2 potential, maybe even 3. I do believe 3 actually potential death charge points. I saw one in here with Asa Delechi and Hakimi actually playing Suicide Blitz. A Charger just waddled in here alone and just solo charged someone out this window here by the button. What will we see here? They have a Jockey, Charger, Hunter, Spitter. They could also just go for damage if they so desire. Here we go. Charger in, went for it, couldn't find it, and everything is going to die off. Hunter is in, going to get skeeted. Mila, great skeet. Charger went for it, was just hoping for one there. It looks like a hope for the best charge. Don't line up at all. And I have crashed MK Suicide Blitz too much for my PC.
Too much? All right, well, we'll wait for your return. And meanwhile, I will cast this to You Are Back. Boomer's up first, Smoker's up next. And we didn't even note the tank is going to be at 71% of the way through the map. Ooh, I wonder if that's going to be... Oh, they get a Smoker pull, but the Boomer gets M2'd in a different area. Smoker misses again. Charger shut down. And that is a clean take coming out from Akatsuki. And they are out in the streets. And they are pushing. Spitter's the only one up. I'm not sure why the Spitter is just chilling there. Okay, now the Spitter's moving. But more importantly so is this tank gonna spawn on the other side of the fence? I don't think it's gonna. So we should see a run back, but they gotta take this alley choke point. This alley choke point is very dangerous, but they don't have the best spawns for it. Jockey goes first, causes enough distraction for the pound spit to work. Nice double boom at the end. And I believe that's the best they could have got, as we have tank number 6 of this tournament match into the hands of Gwen. And not punching the car alarm. Gonna punch the hatchback. As Noodle is almost back with us. He loses the hatchback. It's stuck on the spouting. So he's not going to be able to break that down. So he loses one of them here. And looks like 2 extra dumpsters will be brought in. Maybe 3. That's the most that Gwen's going to be able to pull off here, Noodle. So we'll let some sack of the SI go in. Interesting. They full send everything.
What was the attack there? They get a Boomer, right? Or do they just have a Boomer in there?
Yeah, Boomer now.
They have a Boomer now. 5% first, so I guess we're going to see a Boomer commit. Maybe they're setting up for this exact moment here. Akatsuki pushing it back in. Look at this single boom. Commons are going to start flooding in. They're going to have a Hunter. You're going to have a Jockey. And I do believe a Charger now. And that's going to be pretty good for this spot. Mila bleeding. Pop that last set of pills that she had.
Tank needs to go.
Yeah, 20% second, gonna have to roll it in. Waited as long as possible. In they go. Last decides the charger. This is dangerous for Akatsuki. Aisha has popped pills. Immediately going for Mila. That's gonna be the corner, but down to 1.7. They gotta send in to support. Mila still not capped. Charge in the front. Hunter in. They're gonna connect. They're gonna get damaged. They're not gonna wipe. Hunter's cleared. Jockey died somewhere along the way. In fact, no more punches after that because just the dodging around.
Wow, what a take from Akatsuki there. I mean, very smart from the tank, and that's what I'm talking about, Noodle. Look at the damage bonus. 49% got. He saw the pill pop, and the tank did the smartest thing possible. That's the maximum value you can get off one in cap. So you got to tilt your hat off to Colossus's tank for doing that because he wasn't able to get any more hits. Very unfortunate for Mila, but best outcome in my opinion from the tank. But Mila was focused.
But of course, we also got to say the support died. So Akatsuki still has a lot of health, a lot of bonus, 453. As they make their way through this alley here. They have a little 2-2 hit here, but it's going to be a good one. Charge Smoke. They're going to go now. Boom breaks the window, baiting a little bit. Smoke pull in the front. A little separation. Charger's going to miss. Aisha with some great sense right there. Just taking a chance and picking a direction to go, and it was the right direction. Didn't even look at that Charger.
Did he jump over the Charger? Is that what happened without looking?
I don't know if it was a jump over necessarily, but it was definitely a jump out of the way. It was definitely, I heard it, I'm jumping, and I'm hoping I don't get hit.
Let's kill all the zombies.
Yeah, I thought for sure that Charger was going to cover that, but they're going to manage to hold on to half of the bonus into the second campaign. And that's pretty impressive with probably just one more hit. I don't know if they'll have time for two, depending on how well this goes. But they still have a set of pills in case they do take damage. And, man, the Infected are really being patient on this. Looks like they want to attack the back ones on the transition out, Noodle. Now they're going to go in here. Hunter lands, Jockey doesn't. Charger. Oh, it's a tri-cap, sort of, I guess, but look at the spit damage. Oh, my goodness. Noodle, that was over 20%. What a hit coming out from Colossus.
Yeah.
I can't believe all the cappers landed.
That was pretty good.
They all
Charger
won their
looked a
1v1s,
little
right?
funny.
Right?
Yeah, they did. Charger was more like a 1v2, but of course, I feel like a 1v2 favors a Charger in some... you gotta put an exclamation point, not a 1. Okay, they're gonna go ahead and send... They don't have time to stack anything. The safe room's right here, so they need to get this now. Charger's in, it's gonna die off. Spit's gonna get hit. Boom is in, shut down. Okay, that last attack leaves a lot to be desired there for Colossus. They're gonna walk in. Again, they're gonna get 273, it looks like, is what the bonus spawn is gonna get them. Mirror's demo did a total of 165. Congrats.
Holy.
Okay, they lost a point.
Holy crap.
Congrats on your spit damage.
Where did that happen? Where did I miss that?
On standing survivors? Hello? That had to have been stacked. No, wait. The beginning?
Chapter, yeah, right at the beginning. And at the end, remember they had to run through it.
Yeah, okay. And that must have just the same guy. 672, not a bad score for Suicide. And now, I mean, it's on Colossus here. Obviously, the pressure's on them, because if they lose this game, they lose the grand finals. They need to win to send it into a game 3 MK. As we're going live, Suicide Blitz, Chapter 1, second half. Getting ready to roll in. We have the nasty opening attack. Charge Hunt, Jock Spit. Can't ask for any better here. Obviously, I think we're going to need to worry about sack order. If you're Akatsuki, maybe not too much, but having a Charger next attack I feel is super important. Probably not as important as I'm making it out to be, especially when you have a hit like this early on. And look where they have position. They've positioned down below. They're going to try and catch him off guard as they're walking in the elevator. This is something you don't see very often. Hunter is actually in the elevator. It looks like, yes, in the elevator, using it as a spawn point. And he's about to commit. I can feel the murderous pounce. Inbound, great ski. Jockey from behind, not going to work. Colossus on top of things there. Did you see the way that Jockey tried to sneak in?
He just tried. Didn't work out, but
was watching.
Once again, I'm going to chill in this elevator and enjoy this music.
Me too. I'm going to go grab the drink.
All right.
Did they kill the smoker?
Noodle from the other
Hello?
Noodle from the other room. Yeah, they sacked the smoker to get the charger. They do have it, but they don't have a charged spit. Oh, they're gonna go for it. Oh, the jockey stumbles him in. Oh, but they missed it. Oh my goodness, Noodle! It was perfectly set up, and they throw it away. They'll just get 3% damage. Oh my goodness!
What are we doing?
Wow!
I was out in my kitchen by my fridge and I heard a smoker death and I'm thinking in my head, what are we doing? Really?
They had it. It was lined up. It was lined up, and they missed it. It's unfortunate. It does happen. Tri-Cap when Spit come in, they'll get a pound Spit. Jockey gets nothing. Smoker Pole gets killed. And they're going to go down 11% into this tank spawn, but Colossus is definitely in a better situation going into this tank fight right now, Noodle. Definitely better.
Their HP. They're in such great shape. But of course, this tank is notorious. Quite a few hittables to work with, if anything can land. We did see Akatsuki decide to take it back into the building, but of course that comes with the risk of it being a tight corridor. So, side, couple places to spawn. Hi, Kitty. You're not invited to this cast. I'm the co-caster this time, so they do have this hit coming up here. Hunt, boom, jock charge. If they send in everything, they get a free run back. But of course, I don't know if a run back really is important to the SI here in this particular tank spawn, but they haven't actually made a movie that looks like they're actually going to wait as that gong goes off. Tank is in, which means the hit is in. Hunt connects. It's going to be a 7 damage DP. One boom lands. Jockey melts down. And Aisha has this tank. What is this, number 7?
No, it's 6.
Or eight.
It's 6. Yeah, 6. This is chapter 1 of the second game. Yeah, this is number 6 for Akatsuki.
No.
Yeah.
Where's 5 last game, wasn't it?
Yeah, this is number 6. This is chapter 1 of this.
This is the second half. Am I dumb? Hold on.
Yeah, this is tank number 6 for Akatsuki.
Oh, for Akatsuki, I was thinking total, and I was wrong there too.
Total, then it's 11. Then it's 11.
Jesus, I'm
Jeez.
going to bed.
I don't know how you math, but I'm never gonna give you money at a restaurant if you're working. I'll tell you that.
I math. It's called the noodle formula. You take X and you multiply it by the amount of hittables on the map. So there's currently 4.
It's all right. Noodle can count a potato. It's fine.
Colossus in the building. Yeah. So, not calling my mathematics into question here. The tank is in. Aisha, Jock Charge Hunt is going to be a support. Here we go. Already down a ton, down to 2.7. Going to be the corner. We're going to see something similar. Ford has to go in now because the tank is dying. No in cap yet. Charge connects. Jockey F2. They're going to be able to clear the charger. Jockey is dead. Tank is down to 838. Gets another punch. There should be no reason they're getting this many punches. They got a second in cap. No reason.
Wow.
But they get it.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed what could have happened there. They could have just chose to ignore the SI and kill the tank with ease. But they didn't do so. It's a ballsy play, Noodle. If you're going to just focus the tank, he was down to 900 before they were even in. And they all turned their attention to the SI. And I think 2 more blasts would have done it. But 2 in caps, 50% bonus down. And it does have the possibility of Colossus pulling ahead again after 1. See if they can hold on to it.
Close. It's a 432 to 272. That's the current bonus gap right now. That's 272, obviously being what Akatsuki walked in with. I'm not going to try and do the math on there because I don't even know how to count past 6. You know what it was you said 6 last chapter because that's how many it was. But we're going to roll it in here. Charger's going to connect with the spit. Smoker's still not cleared. They're going to get more damage. And not to lose the chapter.
Wow, that was devastating.
It's 12 points. 12-point gap right now in favor for Colossus. And they got to take this next hit flawless. Like, they cannot be touched, or they're going to lose the chapter. I cannot believe this. They just... Another charged spit. It's like the momentum just can't stay in one team's hands. That's a common slap. It's now a 6-point gap.
They find pills.
The last hit is in. Oh my god, they found pills? No way. There's no reason to pop this. They have the last attack in. Jockey's going to get melted out from the front. Hunter, great pounce around, but it's not going to matter. They're going to win. Thanks to these pills.
Crazy. They lose.
Okay.
They will lose the first game completely, but they're going to take the lead into the next one. Their morale is not phased. 692 to 672 after 1 of the second game. Let's go.
Oh my goodness. 20 points. I mean, I feel like any lead on Suicide Blitz is a good lead. I just don't know. This map is, it's just like Detour Head, you know? You couldn't have picked two better maps for a tug of war than Detour Head and Suicide Blitz, because these maps have so many awkward spots. Both of them have so many awkward spots that the momentum could just keep going back and forth. And that's exactly what these two teams, who I think are just perfectly evenly matched.
Yeah, they're pretty darn close to even. I mean, if I had to put a number on it, if you had to put one who was ranked above the other, I would have to put Akatsuki, just for the sheer fact of how many grand finals they just fell short of taking Hokori down. And they've given Hokori a bit of run for their money sometimes. So just for that reason alone, Noodle, is why I'll give him a little bit more. Otherwise than that, it's completely even, because Colossus also fell in 2 grand finals to Hokori. So Gassi just has 2 games up on him as far as loses to Hokori. That's it.
I think
That's the only reason. That's the only reason, Noodle.
It's a grand finals. One of these teams are going to go home disappointed, but you know what? The performance from both sides right now has just been stellar. They've given us one full game of insane Left 4 Dead 2, and it looks like we are not slowing down any with a 20-point gap here heading into Chapter 2 of Suicide Blitz. As we are underway, Colossus on the Survivor side. Charge Jock, Boom Smoke will be the opening attack, as we have 3 SMGs. A switch up here on Colossus. And they're not giving out this back spawns, but it looks like they're not set up for it. They're going to go in now. Everything's going to stack on a coach here. Charge will land. And it's all going to get killed off, but you know, Wynn's going to take a lot of damage. Down to 73 HP. It's going to be about 5% of the bonus gone.
Man, that common went to the stratosphere. Holy crap. Flew up to the air, but yeah, you're right. Stack on Gwen for sure. Only Stray took 1 damage. Everybody else had 100. And I think they're going to 3 Uzi because this tank's very early, and they're going to want to spray him down.
Oh my god, MK.
I think that's the only reason. That's the only reason.
You remember watching my cast of Hakimi and Basilechi on this map? Do you not remember this tank? Because I certainly do.
The bank shot.
Be some scary stuff for the Survivor side. But look, maybe Colossus was watching it too, because they've backed it off a little bit. I don't know which dumpsters are hittable, which ones aren't, because there's that one there. There's one. I think this is that one there. Are these 2 behind them hittable?
No, I think it's just this one.
Okay, so these 2 are red herrings.
Yeah, so I think he's going to be able to bring that over, but they want to play long tank. They want to play rock tank, I think. I don't know if they're going to be able to, Noodle. And he's going to have to back up now.
Says that the ones behind the 2, these 2 back here are hittable.
Oh, they are?
They just shot it. That may have been an indicator. They may have been like, hey, those dumpsters are hittable. This could be bad. If those 2 actually are hittable, this tank could just drive them into it.
He's going to bring the one in.
One in from the front, yeah.
All you know, take a leash away. Needing a wipe. Not needing,
Alright, I'll
but
take a leash.
be nice.
Here we go. In we go. Oh, they land the pounce and almost a double cap, and they're not going to quite get it. They're going to be able to get these cleared. No, they're not. Jockey getting massive amounts of damage, taking the corner on the shifty, shifting the tension over to forward, and these dumpsters haven't been a massive play yet. In fact, not even going to be brought in, it looks like. Gwyn is just outplaying him right now. Hail Mary dumpster! Nope. Not going to have a Hakimi effect.
Noodle, that was less than 20%. That's a great take from Colossus. Phenomenal job. And due to the sackler, I don't think they're going to have is going to be, what, a jockey charger, I think?
I'm not even 100% sure. That sounds about right.
That's the hardest I think that's like the worst 2-2 with a charger. Never mind, it's 100 charge. So this is better, in my opinion. So they're kind of going to wait, in my opinion, I think, over here by the barbershop, right?
Reloading.
Is it barbershop? No, Belinda's Lou.
Reloading.
Wow's way off.
It's a Mexican restaurant.
Same thing, you know, not a big difference.
Get a haircut at get a haircut.
Ooh.
Oh my god. Oh.
That was scary, Noodle.
The angle was there. He had the angle.
He just didn't have enough distance, or too much distance in between him and the edge. And 3 guns shooting you, yeah, it ain't gonna happen. But it was there for a split second. But Colossus still finding an extra set of pills. The bonus goes up since the tank has died. And they're looking pretty good. It's going to be how well they could take this event and then take the transition down the stairs, which gets much more difficult for survivors at the end of the map, but pretty easy up here. A quick shoot on that can, and they're just going to take a pounce spit and a jock spit too. Oh, it's going to be pretty big. And just like that, Noodle, 71% down to 58. What big damage. And they have to eat more pills. Wow.
I don't need this.
That is over 20%.
I gotta say, MK, both of these teams have a kryptonite. It's very clear. It's jockeys. Jockeys have been a thorn in both of these teams' sides. Sometimes it's a smoker even. The SIs that are usually one of the easiest to clear. They've been a thorn in both of these teams' sides. They're gonna send another attack here. There's the boom. Chargers not in the wisest of spots here. But they're gonna turn their attention over to the Hunter. Did you see the way they turned? Oh, the Hunter skills! Ah!
Oh my.
More damage.
They have taken more damage in the last 2 hits than they did the whole chapter so far, including the tank. They've lost 28% bonus. They've only lost 22 before. And they're down to half. And at least one more set of spawns before they can hold W. The jockey's ready to go. The Boomer Smoker and the Hunter. It'll be tri-cap with Boom. I don't think they're going to take a lot of time to set up. They're going to want to kill these spawns quickly. Hunter's ready to go, trying to get to the high ground. Jock is coming from the back. Here comes the DP attempt. And he takes the DP onto Shifty, and the Boomer comes out, and they still find good value in what they had without a spit, and they're going to have to eat 2 more sets of pills to be fast. And Noodle, what is happening to Colossus after such a good tank take? They're taking so much damage.
It's the same thing we've seen throughout the duration of both of these games. Neither one of these teams can keep a nasty bonus lead. If they walk away from this tank, it's like they just eat bad hits afterwards. It's like they lose all sense of focus. They're sending it in, charging a double cap, and gonna be a rolling tri-cap in the spit. More damage tallying up on the Colossus. You're kidding me! This charge is still not cleared on the straight. They're taking forever. So many slams, and the last pill is gonna have to be popped. You're kidding me!
Oh my goodness, Noodle. Where did it all go? They throw it away. They rushed into the commons with an attack up. That's the only bad part about it happening. That Charger was sexy, by the way. That Charger is a hero, and they're going to have to push up the stairs with spawns coming in. Now they're going to have to take more difficult choke points because they are slow. Boomer comes waddling in, going to get nobody, but the Hunter lands up ahead. Nice clears, pull down the bottom. Proxy clears it. And the jockey gets M2'd and killed. And so does the Smoker die at the end. It does look like they'll be able to keep a little bit of bonus here, Noodle. But what it could have been, man, they threw away so much.
Reloading.
Boomer getting his rightfully deserved triple kill. I'm not sure how he got nobody there. That was odd. But Left 4 Dead 2 just being Left 4 Dead 2, yeah, I don't know. It's like I said, I mentioned it before, none of these teams can do it, and Colossus just taking it to a new extreme now. They just can't handle anything. They're gonna send another attack, another charge spit will connect, and this has been ridiculous. These Chargers have been connected. I feel like we had the one miss in the early going, getting close to that death charge, and then after that, I think every single one's connected. Like, what is this?
Yeah, and they're
Charge connection tuned up.
They ate the pills, which I don't know if I agree with, Noodle. I think they should have held on to those pills.
They're so close to the end. They definitely really didn't need to. Look at this jockey. I actually can't find him. There he is. They're gonna drop down, but I think the jockey's just distraction of the ones up front.
Oh!
Another charge. It's another tri-cap. Yeah, they're not clearing it. The jockey's gonna get Rochelle all the way back up. That's more damage. You're kidding. What is this, Colossus? They didn't come all the way in the back. That's gonna hinder their progress massively. And they're gonna be able to get the pickup. Jockey might delay. Inbound it goes. It gets killed off, but not before delaying it. And I don't even know. MK, I'm at a loss for words. That's 2 tri-caps and 3 hits.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say. They took their
Where'd that spit go?
Oh, it's there, yeah. But man, what a throwaway of all the bonus, Noodle. And what Colossus took such a well-fought tank. We got a little overzealous on a lot of these areas. And the spit's going to come up and separate the survivors for a little bit. Pull down, but gets cleared right away. Hunter will land, but get cleared right away as well by Coach. Coach will walk down and pick it up. And man, Noodle, what? I don't even know what to say.
Akatsuki's got to be real happy. Look, they have another charge spit. This connects, I'm going to be... The spit spread is insane. It's insane. 1%. They're not gonna get any bonus from this.
In case anyone is wondering.
They get nothing.
It
Akatsuki has to be
might give him
really
8.
happy.
It might give him 8. Nope, it didn't even give him that. They got
I was gonna say, I
nothing.
thought less than 1% they don't even get. I don't know. Akatsuki has to be super happy with themselves right now. What was it? 900 bonus? Something close to that? Post-tank? And they walk in with zilch.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Good God. What is happening? But I feel like that's just... And you know what? I feel like that's suicide blitz coded. I really do. I feel like this map... That just happens on this map often.
When they started the event and that one survivor got hit over by the bush and they lost 20% health to just that was it
Oh
just
my God.
spiraled out of there. And then also one thing to quick note, which I didn't comment on last chapter, that what are also the chances of that
Which
one person playing the spitter both times where he gets that 165 damage and standing spit? The chances, you know.
I don't know, man. What are the chances of anything going on in this game right now? Apparently, people are asking what are the chances that Corey's not in it. I mean, they didn't sign up for the cup. Which team is a Corey?
Yeah, they were not in
Well,
this one.
We're gonna see. I mean, Ken Akatsuki, I don't know. They knocked down all this bonus, giving them prime opportunity to just take this lead. If they can take a similar tank and just avoid doing what Colossus did, that's really all they gotta do. They gotta make it and not eat 2 tri-caps and a bunch of spit damage. Here we go, first attack rolling in. They're able to rotate all the way out. And then, oh no, they almost landed.
Wow,
Quad?
that was.
Hello?
Did they have a quad from the gate?
I didn't see them skeet the boomer. Or skeet the boomer. I didn't see them sack the boomer.
Did they just have a quad at the beginning?
Yes! They sacked the boomer when we
Oh, they
weren't looking,
did.
but
Yeah,
we
I
got
didn't.
it away.
I never noticed it. Yeah, you're right. They did sack Boomer, and they got the same amount of damage. Well, actually, no. I think they got less damage than what they had with the other side.
Yeah.
And here's tank number 7 in the hands of Forward, and he's got a spitter, jockey, and a Boomer as support. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna be killing their
Roll in with
SI.
it. Just who cares? At this point, you're getting a ton of damage. Go.
Wow, what a jock. Noodle. Wow. What the
What did I
heck
tell ya?
did
What
we
did I tell
just
ya?
see?
Tank goes in there, he wipes.
Noodle. What?
I don't know.
Oh, he almost hit that rock. Oh my
Dude.
gosh. Oh, so close again.
It's you know it's a game when you got boom spit jock getting nasty charge spit like damage.
All right, here's his commit. Dumpster is in play. Is he going to try to bank it off on the right? No, he doesn't. He just puts it in place. He's going to leave it there, chase everybody off. He misses a punch. He gets a punch there. He's chasing around, gets another punch onto Ellis. He's down to 1,700. Another punch. Smoker goes out. Smoker lands. Charger misses. He gets the end cap. He goes back to the dumpster. I don't know if he's going to have time to do that, but he's going to try anyways. And one more. No, he cannot. Unfortunately, he got wedged behind that little fence there, Noodle. No death. One end cap. Both sides suffer minimal losses to the tank commit. And they're going to be down, what? Almost 28% damage from the tank. A little bit more coming out from Colossus, but they're going to have to keep the pressure up with their SI because they lost all the bonus on their survivor side, Noodle. So there's still ways to go.
What do you think about that tank, Kitty? You jumped up while you were screaming about it. Oh, she's excited.
I guess I'll take this here machine gun.
Kitty approves.
Kitty approves of this tank fight. Let's see, 890 is the total bonus tally right now. We still have the event to go through. They're going to send another attack. It looks like, as they probably when they walk up, I would say it'd be kind of foolish to send it early, I think. Spit, jock, hunt, charge, nasty little attack here. Death charge potential is there. Charge spit potential is there. Damage potential is there. What happens? Anything. I feel like anything can happen at this point. They could all jump in the water at this point, for all I know. They're going. They're going to send it right now. Here we go. Nice skeet coming out. They're going to land a charge spit, though. Going to be damage. That's on to go on, so it's going to be some health bonus going.
Yeah, what's that, about another 8.5 they get down, so they're firing away. But at this point, no, not this point, after the next hit, Colossus was at half. They got to manage to muster another 14% to stay even, in my opinion here, Noodle. And it's not going to be the easiest to do, especially with what spawns they have. They're not going to have a charger or a spitter, and the hunter wants to go fast. And just backs up to get a DP, maybe? It would seem. Boomer pre-spawns. Survivors moving cautiously. But still looks like they want to go. Gohan's gonna shoot it. They shoot it. Boomer does land. Here it comes. Smoker land. Hunter doesn't find a target, and neither can the jockey. Shut down. 60% bonus going into this. And Akatsuki is up quite a bit here, Noodle. But have to take a couple of spawns before they can push forward.
Yeah, this is about the point we started seeing Colossus taking punny colossal damage. This is about the point we started seeing it after this event, so, I mean, does it happen here? I don't know. Akatsuki seems a little bit more on top of things. We have another attack rolling in here. It's going to be the God hit. Hunt Jock charge, spit. Hunter has made his way on top, looking for some sort of DP while they're not paying attention. Jark charge, hopping in. Hunter just barely missing that DP. They're going to get at the charger. That's Jockey, that's the Jockey. Charger will not be riding the Survivor.
I mean, the damage still comes out, though, Noodle. Look
Wow.
it. They almost got down to half. I think the Charger got a double, or maybe 2 double punches there at the end, because they were kind of congested to get to the Survivors. But more importantly so, I think this attack, they need to hit Gohan, just a scratch, get those pills popped, and get them down to 1, in my opinion. But here comes the Hunter, Smoker, Boomer, and Jockey, and they're ready to go right away. Boomer's up, Hunter coming around the corner, gets skeeted. And nothing finds any damage there. I think there was some friendly fire shooting towards Gohan. And now the Survivors can push.
You know, that's about what I expect in that area. The sheer damage they got from the hit before that was kind of surprising to me. I mean, that area is like Survivor City there. And this, right here, is where we saw the first hit of Colossus' nasty downfall. Will we see something similar? Here we go. Attack, rolling in a Jock connect to the front. He just split. Hunter gets the skeet. And they're not going to take massive damage, but it's not the wise start. I mean, he's just going to take loads of damage. And is the curse passed over? It's not quite as nasty, but it's there.
Yeah, I don't like what the Charger tried to do, Noodle. The Charger wanted the death instead of the guaranteed charge spit. And now they're going to go down quite a bit because of it. Huge misplay from Colossus' Charger. I didn't see who it was. Too greedy. And they're fast. And they need to get another spit hit here. They need to hit fast, in my opinion. Here it comes. Smoker Pull Hunter is a little late, but does land. Fast cleans. Smoker and Boomer get some scratches at the end. Good sack order. But they're going to take the lead. Akatsuki for sure here, Noodle, barring a big misplay.
What are we seeing?
They might be able to rush this.
Will this be the momentum to carry them the whole way to being champions?
They got it.
I think
they rushed this.
They're in. 483, 1752. Okay.
That hurts
That's
a
bad.
lot. Yeah,
that hurts for Colossus. Oh, man.
This is the first time I think we're actually calling to the point where we think there's a pretty good lead from one side.
That's the way this game has been going. That lead, what is it, like 500 some, 540, 540, 500? I don't know, it's 500 something. But then you get this chapter. It's the prison. And it's just corridor after corridor, charge spit after charge spit, 60% tank. I think that's, I don't 100% know. I think that's going to be after the prison section for sure. But where it'll be exactly, I'm not sure. But man, well, here we go.
Depending on how healthy they are, it'll be fought in the prison section
true.
Regardless.
Yeah, that's true. Look at that. We'll double boom early on. So just gets a scratch. And they're going to keep the hunt spit, and they're going to get a charge.
Wait,
they're gonna go
wait,
right
what?
Into the God hit.
Wait, what?
What?
There's 6 damage, and they lost 5. Okay, probably a Boomer. Boomer hit a common slap from the back.
More cheating.
Yeah, and that's probably what it is.
Exclamation mark, give HP.
Right? Oh, what a good attack coming up here, though. It's not a quad, but it is a lot of chance for damage. And right now the survivors are split big time.
Oh.
Interesting.
What is the setup here?
All right, they drop down and just start clearing. Are they gonna go here? What?
They got a double.
I mean, I don't like that noodle.
No, I think that's what Akatsuki wanted. I think that was just a bait. Now look at him go.
Yeah, that might be the beginning of the downfall of Colossus. They'll be able to get in here. They'll be able to turn it off. They're going to be able to push upstairs.
Colossus, man.
And they're going to hold out in this corner. On their terms. Interesting. And there's no spit, but they got to go fast. Charger gets a spawn in there. Oh, the Charger misses. One punch, gets killed. Oh, there was so much damage in that room, Noodle, but they missed it.
Aisha. I gotta give props right now to Aisha. What an absolute stellar performance with these hunters.
Whoever Rochelle was should have got destroyed by that Charger Noodle, but unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on who you're rooting for, it works out for them.
Well,
I'm still flabbergasted at that.
They're really healthy.
I still can't believe they attacked inside the cafeteria when they were in the open. That still blows my mind.
I don't like it. I mean, the pressure was all on Akatsuki to go there. That horde is not ending. And they had a great hit. I don't know. Colossus is way too impatient. They have a hit coming up here. On the outside, another god hit. So, if they can get something here, but of course out in the open, it's going to be hard. And nothing's going. Jockey can grab something in the air. Not going to find it. Trying to grab something in the back there. Another split. But they shut down that attack, and Shifty getting speeded. A legion, 5 shots. And that's going to bring in the tank and MK. They're super healthy, so if they want to go back to the prison, I think they can do it.
Oh, yeah, they're going back.
We have tank up. Strayed has this one.
They absolutely go back. There's no situation where they won't.
There's no reason not to.
And the tank won't even be able to get a Hail Mary. Wait, no chance. And the Smoker sacks out. And Boomer sacks, so we're going to have a Charger, Jockey, and the Hunter. And the question is, how far back are our heroes going to go? And it looks like, Noodle, they're going all the way back, as we were talking about. It won't spawn inside the cafeteria, but we're going to fight it in the cafeteria.
Blame them.
The most advantageous spot for the survivors, in my opinion, to take this. No hittables. And Strayed is in. There's a pre-spawn Hunter. He's B-hopping his way down. He's up onto the railing. Survivors running away. Hunter goes kind of early, does land. He'll take that corner. One punch on the coach. Second punch at 3,400. Another punch. One more. There's a down. 2,500. He's making his way up to push survivors up. And he's getting close. He gets a punch onto Nick. The Charger comes in. Another punch. Another punch. The Charger will miss. It's going to be a 3-in-cap tank coming out from Strayed. But unfortunately for the Infected, where Mila was, there was nothing they could have done to get Mila down. And they'll clean it up. And let's see, Noodle. They were down, what, 88% bonus, down to 47.4. Still a pretty good tank. Took about half the bonus away.
Of course. But you got to remember, now we got Akatsuki working with a 500-point gap. So they're probably happy with how this turned out. Spit's not there. And it misses. We'll throw away hit there, and now the Spitter's dead. They're going to get another Spitter, though, because they killed the Jock Boom in the end. So they're going to get a Church Hunt. Spit Smoke coming up here. And yeah, but as I was saying, Akatsuki, it was a great tank from Colossus, but Akatsuki did what they needed to do. 500-point gap, they just need to survive. And now they can start making their way through. 545 is still the bonus, so, I mean, they can lock something like this in. It just might spell the end. But still quite a bit of map to go.
Yeah, but the one good thing for the Special Infected is they're not going to have a Boomer. Problem is a pretty wide open hit. And I wouldn't lie, I don't like this at all, Noodle. This is
There's
not
stairs.
a hit. Yeah, they have a stair hit and they go out in the open. And I wonder if game fatigue is setting in on Colossus, making a few undesirable just choices with their Special Infected. Noodle stairs aren't easy to take like that, and they just gifted it to
Both
Akatsuki.
staircases, in fact.
And this drop. And this choke point.
Colossus is throwing away their opportunity at a grand finals victory. They're throwing it away. Jockey's gonna be too late. Boom's gonna miss. And the charge does connect. You're gonna let a double cap, but obviously nothing with no spit. It matters little.
Noodle, you see what they just did?
But yeah, the sack order now
it's
is
a poo too. They're gonna get a poo
Yes.
too. It's gonna be a jockey smoker boomer spitter for their last hit. They'll be lucky if they get 40 damage, in my opinion. And they're in cruise control.
After such a close game, Colossus seem to have lost their fire. I don't know. Something disastrous needs to happen to Akatsuki here. We're going to see a pre-spit, delaying. Jockey's going to walk right into an M2. They're going to sack into what they want, but it's too late.
Yeah, I think they're already in the safe room.
It's right there. There's nothing stopping them. And look at that. Oh, the scoreboard.
Kama got a little sneaky slap in there.
They're going to give him 395.
Oh, Noodle, that's rough, Noodle. They're going to need like 900 bonus, right?
Yeah, we're going to need to see Colossus lock in a nasty little chapter. And so, as I mentioned, but I think I said it before even coming into this game, Suicide Blitz is not the map you want to be trying to nail big chapters on.
Even the finale.
It really isn't.
The finale.
Even the finale. I played the finale for the first time on vanilla. And I can just tell it isn't fun. So no, you don't want to do it. It's not looking the best for Colossus.
All right, they're gonna have to beat that bonus by at least 300, in my opinion. Chapter 4. Jeez, not where it is either. To mount, just like you said, it's just not the campaign to mount comebacks on. So, jeez, let's see. They're gonna get 700 distance, right? No, it's only 500 distance for this chapter. It's even more difficult. Yeah, it's only 500 distance.
Jesus.
I'm surprised it's not worth more, to be honest with you. It's pretty low, in my opinion.
How tough it is in the beginning, I think it should warrant at least a 600 point. 370 the attack down. They're going to land the pound spit, and Colossus is already on their back foot with the pound spit connecting. About 3%. They're not the greatest of starts. They have a good sack order. So, Colossus needs to go. And I don't think we're going to see Akatsuki make the same mistake that Colossus did heading in this cafeteria here. I still am baffled that they fell for that. There was no pressure to go. I mean, I don't know. It's like they got baited into it, and it was like such an unnecessary bait. I don't even know.
Yeah, now they're gonna sit here. They're gonna do the same thing, Noodle.
What?
What is going on? Quad try. Not going to land. Pretty cleanly taken from both sides. And they're going to be able to do the same. They're going to push through. And I am flabbergasted. Are we seeing like a new meta that we don't know about?
Oh, yes, it's a great meta. Like 4% combined bonus on both sides. Good job, guys. Good new meta. I don't know. We don't learn from our mistakes here.
I don't know about waiting here. I don't know if I'm a fan of this either. I think they should have just kept going, but now they're going to have to take...
Now we have a jog charge.
Yeah, right? The spitter is here. Oh, Noodle! Oh, what a clear. Never mind.
What a clear! I don't even know. How are we supposed to cast with the proper energy when they keep switching the momentum?
I know, right?
It's like in the middle of your... Oh my god, what a clear. It's like, what do we do? They just keep going this tug of war despite the scoreline. This tug of war is still continuing. Colossus is not completely out of it, and it looks like their mind, if they had a bit of a mental reset, perhaps, I don't know, but they seem to be okay now, and they're really healthy as well. Dare I say, it looks like they're a little healthier, just by a tiny margin than Akatsuki was. They got to take another hit. Of course, before this tank, they're pushing out. Hit is in. Hunter's going to get pelted out of the sky. Smoke insta-clear. Charger's going to get melted down as well. Spit gets nothing. Colossus is back into it. Great shutdown. But I think Colossus' true nature, if they're really back into this, we're going to see it on this tank.
Up. Coach being a little overzealous, getting hit by some commons. Now, are they going to run this back, or are they going to push to the big rig and stay on the big rig and fight it? Nope. They're going back.
Don't run back. I think it'd be unwise not to. Mila with this tank. for Akatsuki. They're gonna send an attack here. Tri-Pepper running in here. Jockey gonna get him 200.
Oh my gosh!
Good thing there's a big freaking wall there.
That would have landed, Noodle, if that wall wasn't
Count
there.
your lucky stars, Strayed. Thank the map designer after this.
Oh my gosh.
Because my goodness.
Uh-oh. That could be big. Oh, he's getting stuck. Oh, Noodle, he's almost getting caught up. The tank's almost there. The Charger, he misses. Oh, they're going to fight it here. The tank's going to take this. One punch. Second punch onto Shifty. Third punch, he's down to half. Another punch. He gets it down into a triple. Oh, there's another punch. The tank's almost dead. They're going to be able to kill him. And they don't suffer 2 downs, but there's a double cap. The Jockey lands in the back. And the Jockey takes him down. Oh, no. Noodle, what just happened?
Reloading.
Oh my god, I actually was gonna say I don't know about the commit because there was no support, but they walk into a triple punch. Why? What did they walk in with? 392. Colossus is about to lose the chapter, MK.
Yep. And it would seem, with the momentum that we're seeing at the moment, Hunter does land. Charger comes out. Charger does land too. They're both in the spit. Noodle, they're not going to have any bonus by the time this is over. They're going to be down maybe 1,000 now. Maybe not that much, of course. Maybe a little less. I might be exaggerating. But this is way too much damage for Colossus. And they still have half the map to go.
It's just too much.
Yeah,
I think Akatsuki may be well on their way to finally calling themselves champions.
Yeah, and look at the separation. They're really separated. They're not watching the slow guy in the back. They cover it too. It's going to be another roll-in tri-cap. And Rochelle is inside shopping. And this is probably the end.
I think Colossus is giving up.
Oh no, Rochelle was shopping. She does find pills, but they lose everything else. It's not worth it. And they're going to have to feed the black and white survivor. Shifty's only 30. And as it sits, 1,100 point delta, Noodle.
Kind of reminds me of the Left 4 Speed 2 animation when Ellis is debating whether he wants to take the defib or the med kit, and he chooses the med kit. Rochelle finds the pills, but her team isn't dead. They're sending in another attack here. Smoke in the front. Charger's going to stack it. Punch after punch. Hunt connects. And the Charger's still getting punches. Going to die off, but they have no bonus. No more. There's no more. And they still have a quarter of the map to go. They're not even going to get full distance. It's going to be just under. It's going to be in the 900s, I believe, is going to be their gap heading into the next chapter. And it's just, it's too much for Suicide Blitz. It really is.
And look at the gap between them. They're not even, yeah, I think.
They don't care. They're just going.
Yeah, they're going to leave Coach to die. Actually, probably Ellis and Coach to die. Yep. Well, Noodle, it was what a game this was up until this point. I mean,
Yeah.
it definitely is not over yet, but they're going to need
I think
a
tank
very
percentage is
early
going to be a
tank.
big thing next chapter. It's going to be a big thing. Where will that tank percentage be? And Colossus is obviously, I think, going to have the pressure of a wipe and or really, really, really close to a wipe, because there's, I mean, they got decent distance out of it. It's, oh, I don't even know. It's not 1,000, but it's high 900. So Akatsuki can probably cruise here, but chapter 4 inbound. What will we see? Early tank, perhaps. Early wipe, perhaps. Akatsuki winning, perhaps. I mean, anything can happen. It is Left 4 Dead 2. It is Suicide Blitz. And 55% is going to be the tank percentage.
So they're going to get another 270, 280-ish?
That's
Probably the minimum.
I guess.
The minimum. Maybe 3,000, close to around that range.
I guess it's better than a 70% tank. That's probably what, Bowling Alley, or is that maybe movie theater? I don't know. They're really close together, aren't they?
Yeah, and you don't want a bowling alley tank. That is really difficult to wipe with.
Not a wipe, but really not a wipeable tank unless your SI just are nasty. I don't know. Okay, it's It's at the point now where it's going to take a lot of things to go right for Colossus. And if there's one thing that hasn't happened up to this point, it's things going right for Colossus. And that's where we're at right now. We could always start the momentum shift here with this first attack here, and that's not the way to do it. They have such a great hit. Why are we going so quickly? I guess they wanted to catch him off guard, but it didn't work.
He had the right idea, Noodle, but he did one big problem. He M2'd. If he would have M1'd him in the door, it would have been brilliant. And it would have been a charge spit, and then he could have stacked him at the door, and what could have been would have been. Instead, he takes the 7 damage and allows one of the other SI to get a scratch with him, and that's all it's going to be, is 11 points. And map progression is adding up quite quickly as they approach 20%. Spawns are now coming up. Smoker, Boomer. Next two are going to be a Charger and a Spitter 2-2. And they need every charge spit to land from this point out here, Noodle. Everything needs to land.
You're telling me Smoker does try to lead it. It's just getting picked. Charger's in. It misses. And they're going, I mean, I guess this is another way. I don't blame Colossus for being in desperation mode. We got quad. I honestly, I don't blame him. And you know where I think this downhill really started for Colossus? I think it's going to go all the way back to that nasty quad that they ate back in Detour Head.
Yeah?
I really do. Because I feels like since then, they just haven't been able to recover. Did they seriously send in the Hunter? Colossus!
They just threw away their quad. They don't even go for it.
I think they're done. I don't think they have any more faith in themselves. And unfortunately, when you don't have faith in yourselves, nobody has faith in you. Doesn't matter how much faith, the whole world can be on your side, but if you don't believe in yourself, you won't win. And Colossus is giving up, and so I think we can probably comfortably say Akatsuki is going to do this, because if they don't put anything together, look, we still have one survivor at 100 HP.
Yeah, I mean, and it's still another one in the 90s nonetheless. Look at the nice transition over to the room on the right so they could take the hit better, but the Boomer's already down. No reason to transition over there, just making sure there's no commons, just in case, of course. I think they might want to attack before they go inside because they're not going to get one on the other. Jockey comes in, Hunter comes in, nice pounce on the Mila. The pounce spit was beautifully set up there, maximizing what they got. Unfortunate spit spread, only gets 3 ticks on the Mila.
It's wipe or lose here. I really hate to say it, put that kind of pressure on them, but with the way again, it's all a momentum game. Akatsuki is cruising.
Bowling balls should be
So
hittable,
if-
I'm just saying.
If they don't, that would be funny. At least for some damage. Maybe not an in-cap. I mean, I feel like a bowling ball getting hit at the speed of a tank hit would probably kill somebody.
Yeah,
But,
yeah, I agree too. I would
but
love to
these
see bowling
survivors
ball in
also
caps.
can. But these survivors can also eat cars and just, I'm down. Help me.
Yo, if he gets, oh, I thought he was gonna try. I was gonna say, is that even possible to get the dumpster in there? I don't think so.
It'd be one lucky guy. But yeah, Shifty's got this tank, and it's just, I'm gonna be kicked. Hello? Leave me alone. I forgot I wasn't really moving my mouse. But yeah, Shifty's got this one. It's wipe or bust. I really do. He does a fall rock, showing off his skills, rolling it in. Jock on smoke. We know the pressure. Early smoke's in. He's gonna get that corner. Actually, he's not gonna get the corner. 2 punches left. He turns attention over to Ellis. He's gonna pop the pills, get pounced, and it's not gonna be a wipe. He's gonna get some great damage out of this, but it's just too late for the great damage tanks. Still 2K. Can't find this corner. Nick is just chasing him out. Great turn, double punch. Another punch back to Nick. Gets him out the corner, but he's gonna die off. Great damage. But unfortunately,
Yeah, that'll help.
Weapons
I
over
feel like
here.
it's the wipe. It's just what they need. Maybe I'm over exaggerating the kind of situation we're in, but I think even it looks like Gwyn even agrees with me.
Going with the machine gun.
Yeah, it looks like they're communicating to see if this is still playable. It would seem. They do find more pills though, and they consume all of them just to be fast. I think the distance alone is very favorable for the Survivor team to lock up the victory. And here comes the 2-2. Hunter and the Charge are going to be the 2-2. Maximize the damage for the 2-2 in my opinion, so I like this one. But it's going to be hard to land them all. Here comes the Hunter from the front, Charger from the back. Oh, the Charge! They land both of them!
Okay.
In the
Here
most
we go.
unorthodox way, Noodle. That's not who they were aiming for, but they grabbed the other ones.
Hey, there we go. It takes one hit, MK. That's the best hit Colossus has had in 3 chapters. go. We're already calling for a finale. Colossus hasn't even played their Survivor side yet. Maybe they're getting their faith in themselves back. You know, I'd love to see it. If they could lock it in, it's not impossible. It would take a miracle, but miracles can happen. We have another attack in here. It's another tri-cap. Jockey is going to get absolutely pelted out.
Look out now.
Pulling back, instant cleared up. Hunt spits left. They might save it. Hunter is spawned up, but may not go in. They're going to get a great attack if they wait. Actually, it's going to be a decent attack. It's going to be another 2-2. We'll be a charge hunt 2-2.
Hunter almost died.
Yeah, he lost a whopping 0 HP.
You tried. I think you went for DP and Mila just missed.
Yeah, it was just a miss. Unlucky.
The question
2-2
is...
for this alley. Might not be bad.
Oh.
Ah.
Uh-oh.
Oh!
Oh, Noodle. Double in cap.
Hey!
You know,
maybe Colossus had to loosen up a little bit.
you know what's really funny? And I'm just being serious. 2 survivors have just been in cap 1 time each, right? You see that, right? Their damage bonus is gone.
Yeah.
No damage bonus and no in caps before that happened. I'm just saying.
I mean, the level was spread well. There was a pill pop on Aisha during tank fight. Wasn't a full in cap.
Oh,
Wait!
it was so close. Oh, it was almost a 25, Noodle. We landed at his feet.
God!
I hate the feeling. I've done that so many times. It's really unfortunate, and that's why the XDs comes out.
Shot. That turn shot was insane, Aisha. Obviously, only landed 51 damage on that skeet, but man, and they're on the train. It's, you know what, MK? I feel like, so what? Health bonus on Gohan and Elige. And I feel like if they're able to block this, if they're even able to walk in with this 198, I think Colossus can kiss their chances of coming back goodbye. But obviously 198's on a lot of bonus. They're going to send it in. Here we go. They're going to land. Hey, that's Gohan in the spit with the charge. Okay, that wasn't bad. I feel like that was going to be a lot worse.
I thought so too. It's just the spit spread, you know.
Yeah, perfect. They're 132. They're gonna get, I think, one more. They're gonna have to go fast. They're gonna get one off with the train.
You got quiet, Noodle.
They have another train. Ah! They're sending it in.
Whoa!
They got another in cap. And there's the spit. Oh, Leash! Mila's dead. Gohan's the only one left.
Oh, they wiped!
And the Dark connects.
Oh my God! Hey!
Turn around.
They killed him.
Alright, let's get a little assessment here. Just really quick. So they're currently trailing by 1,500 and 16. 600 distance.
They still need 1,000 bonus.
917. It's 917 to take the lead. So, I mean, they could bring it close and go to finale, but we already talked about the finale here.
It's only 500.
But,
It's only 600 distance, by the way.
Yeah, I did that.
Okay.
So it's 917 to take the lead.
Reloading.
Whew.
So Colossus looks like they're gonna lock it in, and they're gonna try, but 1,300 bonus is what they're starting with. It's not a lot to lose.
No,
but
Noodle.
they can bring it close.
I think the minimum that's acceptable here is 600 and change.
Yes, I agree. They get any lower than like 6, probably. I don't know. I didn't even argue like
630.
probably high.
We'll put it there. No
Yeah.
lower than that.
If they get any lower than that, there's no point. Okay, they're looking it through right now. One punch. Charge will land. That's a spit. The coach is not. No stumble.
Are the SI throwing, or is it just me?
Hello? I think Colossus is just playing a new tempo they haven't played this whole time. They're being super aggressive. I just don't think Akatsuki was ready for them to rush that staircase like that. They just bum rushed it up. Caught them by surprise. The smoker was already spawned up, but he was sitting back a little bit and missed the quick smoke. And there's another choke point they're taking. Look, they have a quad up right now. MK. Oh, what a skeet! Strayed! There's a smoke pool charge misses. Just gets it. And the gun jumps down. They get the quad clear. Is this what is this? Where was this the whole time, Colossus?
You know,
where was this the entire time?
and they're gonna make it through the alley too. Yeah, they're gonna make it through the alley, past the car alarm.
Unbelievable.
Incredible momentum, and jeez. I don't know if they're gonna walk in with 900 bonus, but it looks like they're definitely gonna walk in with at least half of what they're holding at this momentum. The way they're moving, I mean.
Well, let's see. We have another 2-2 here. This will be the final attack here, I think, before the tank. Oh, they're going to get in. They kill the Charger. A couple spit takes, but nothing more. Bloom's only got one. Oh, my God. MK, wait a minute. What is happening?
They got a
Gohan
chance.
has this tank. Oh, my goodness. You know what? They're giving us a show here at the end.
It's going to come down to this tank for sure.
Absolutely. They're giving us a show.
And if I'm the Survivor team, I'll accept one in cap. That's it.
And then they gotta lock it in the rest of it. I mean, this bowling alley is close. He's in! MK! Gohan's in! There's a smoke pool. He's got his corner. Maybe he might be able to get out of that. No corner! And he goes around the pool. Alice is here! He's got the corner finally. And they're not gonna be able to shoot him. I don't think he can wallbang through there. Actually, yes, you can. Look at him. They're wallbanging him. One in cap. That's a 5-punch Survivor. Down to 587. They're gonna get the one in cap, I think. Oh, this jockey's trying to cover that smoker. Nice up 2 for Shifty. They clear the smoker. They clear the jockey. Tank is rotating out. 160. One more rock, baby. Nothing there. And that's a death.
But
Wait, Ellis pop pills. Wait, Ellis pop pills.
yeah, they
Oh,
lost half the
man.
damage bonus.
That's it. No.
I mean, they got to go for 630. We were saying they got 720. Ah, man, he shouldn't have popped the pills, and he shouldn't have went in the freaking hallway. I don't know
Yeah,
what
why
he was
did he go that
thinking
way?
to go
He
in the
could've just
hallway.
he could have just walked back. He could have just walked forward. That tank made a dumb play rotating around that pole like that. And he could have just walked forward. And he doesn't even get cornered, MK. I don't even think they ate an in cap. Strayed may have lost. I hate Strayed may have just blew the final chance for Colossus.
Yeah, I think they're gonna go finale anyways, but they're not gonna be. It's at least what do you say, 125 points on the board there. They should be at about 800.
Oh my God, what could have been? Really, what could have been? Because that tank doesn't get the corner, and he was almost dead. Nothing. I think he just gets nothing, and Colossus has a massive amount of bonus. And look at the separation. Oh, it's self-clear, though. Hunter and Jockey going to stack the same person. Spit's nowhere to be found. So, they're about 20. They're 24 points off of the threshold we said they needed.
Yeah, I think that's. No matter what, we're gonna go finale for sure.
Yes,
but I don't know how.
They did already say.
It's just gonna be really hard to make a comeback on this. The tank on this
know the
finale
difference.
also is not incapable hittable. That's the same thing. Remember that.
Almost there.
Yeah, it's in that wide open stadium, is it not?
Yeah, it's only 24 damage for the hittable. That's important to note. All right.
I guess Colossus doesn't want to give up this opportunity, but they got to at least take, what, 2.5 hits? We got another attack rolling in here. Nice clear on that Charger, but the Spit stumble. Oh, that's going to be a ton of damage. That's going to take him down to 597. Smoke pull back to the Spit and a quad boom. Damage just keeps tallying up on the MK.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna bring it within 500. Maybe 400 and change. I don't quite know, but they're gonna have to take at least one more full attack, because right now they're down 1,000. And they'll bring it within 400. But here it goes. Hunter does land. They have the Charger lands too. Smoker getting a couple ticks, and they're gonna walk it with 500 bonus. So maybe a little less. Yeah, a little less. 492 Noodle. I don't think they're gonna lose any more. They shouldn't. Trying to do the math in my head to see what it's gonna be. 10 more points, so it'll be 2286. Oh, that Survivor almost died. Oh.
Wow, clutch M2.
1 damage pounce. And they'll bring it under 500 Noodle. It's gonna be 450.
Safe house. Let's go.
It's
Wow, wow,
possible.
wow.
It's possible, but highly unlikely.
You know, I don't blame them. I don't. Especially with Colossus already trailing 1-0 in the series. I don't blame them.
You gotta. Your tournament life is at stake. You
just-
lose if you don't
just
win.
You've got to do it. All you gotta do is make it to the stadium. That's all you gotta do, MK. Isn't there like a staircase of like five different staircases? Yeah, that's rough. It's like 5 ramps. It's rough.
And this finale's worth some points, Noodle. Look at that, 700 distance, almost full 800. So, it's hit
I'll
this.
tell you.
This is if they wanted an opportunity, they got it. It's a hard opportunity.
Well, I mean,
It's kind of
they've only got themselves to blame, falling behind so much. But
it's the 2016 Browns against the 2007 Patriots. That's what's going on.
right. At least
I'm lying.
it's
I'm exaggerating.
2016
I'm
At
exaggerating.
least it's 2016 Browns, not 2017.
I was being nice, you know.
Yeah, give them the 1 win. Oh,
I forget the
Browns.
coach's name. Hugh. What's his name? Hugh.
Hugh Jackson.
Hugh Jackson.
I think his record was like 338-1. I think they had a tie against like the Steelers in 2018. It was crazy. Greatest coach in the history of the NFL right there. 3 total wins in like 3 years. He goes hard.
Hard in the paint. Well, they're going to be talking about this match. This one has not disappointed. It has been a back and forth battle up until where Akatsuki really blew this open, but Colossus crawling back. See what they can do on this finale. Running out of time. We'll see a hit on the outside when the gates open as we listen to some talking for a while.
Mata boom. They want to send this boom now. Oh, yeah. That's one way to do it.
And we will wait for quite some time. The Fort Harris County Stadium.
Almost there.
Home of the Bandits, baby!
And the infected?
Like how
Interesting. No hit right away.
yeah, I can't. I don't know what their plan is here. They don't want to let him get too far. What do they got? Good tri-cap here, no charge. Sending it in now. Smoke Pool will lead the way. Jogger in the front. And they're going to get a little bit of damage here. Actually, they're going to get a
Oh
ton.
my gosh! Noodle!
Go on! It's going to be down to red HP. And if you wanted a start, you got it. Colossus taking it to him early. What is Akatsuki giving? Are they in over their heads?
Oh my. What would you need to see, Noodle? That's 20% opening hit. And we were criticizing them. They knew exactly what they were doing. I eat my words, Noodle. Look at that. Let's see if they can follow it up.
Oh, they're going to chuck go on again.
Oh my god. Not as much damage, Noodle, but man, they're picking on Gohan. GG, no team. Coming out from Gwen. Gwen is not happy about it.
I think Colossus is having a good time now. You know what? That may be, I'm going to be that guy. That may be the key to bringing themselves back. Is sometimes if you just take this game too seriously, your head just goes spinning. When you have fun, you unlock a lot more potential than you think. We have another tri-cap here, and I'm curious what they're going to do. It looks like they're going to set up for the drop here. Charge, hunt, spit, smoke. Ready to go. Charge is actually already up, MK. I'm not sure what the deal was there. He's going to go back and respawn. Perhaps an accidental M2, or accidental M1. There's spawn action there. Hunter's down below. Aisha's been on it with the Hunters, though. Let's see. Maybe not expecting it. Oh, the smoker. Oh, pal. Buddy. What are we doing? Aisha's down. Hunter's in. 1v1. Commons are there. Aisha wins it. And this Charger's way off the distance. And all the momentum Colossus got, I think, was just lost right there. Actually, Gohan needs a couple ticks from the spit. But that was such a great shutdown. I don't know. Akatsuki did put a little cork in their comeback right there.
Yeah, and Gwen is not happy about it. Gwen is saying, you guys got to play lights out right now, as Ellis grabs the foam finger and starts pushing the commons around. I love the foam finger. And they need to hit quick here before they take this drop, I would say. They're all spawning. Smoker's going in. Here comes the Hunter. Jockey gets M2'd. Wow, that Hunter died so far away, Noodle. He didn't even get around the corner.
another kind of sloppy Colossus. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
hard to tell what their headspace is right now because I think they've given up, but they didn't give up fully because they brought it to the finale anyway. And we have this tank coming up soon, I do believe, right? Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Strayed. As this tank. Whoa!
What kind of spawn was that?
What is that spawn?
Oh my
He
god.
gets the punch.
This is Big Noodle. Oh, he missed Noodle. Take it away. It's all you.
What are we missing for? And I don't know. There's another car in. And they're all stacking the SI on the coach. He's gonna get an in cap. I don't think he's gonna get any more. He's stuck at 2.4K. It's gonna be huge, but he's got no support right now. Rotating over to the car. You said that is an in cap, right?
Yeah, they don't in cap. He should be dead here. He should get nothing else.
And what else is gonna be dead? Colossus hopes of winning.
Oh,
That's
almost.
too much.
Yeah, they got a lot of bonus Noodle. They got it. They got 2 downs, but I don't know.
What does that spawn?
I've never saw that
That
spawn
is-
before.
That's such a crazy spawn. You're just spawning inside them.
I don't think I've ever seen that. That's like the first time.
Yeah, that is actually a great question. You got this. You're giving the survivors this whole advantage of all this open field. You could at least make some of the hittables in. I don't know about that. I think that's like a Detour Head situation too, but there's like 500 cars in Detour Head, so I kind of get that. And they need to land this quad. You know what, quad or bust? Colossus, what do you got? You want this grand final bad enough? You know what? This is it. You need to hit this or you don't get it. That's the way I feel. That's the way I see it. Already trailing by almost 1,100, and this hunter's down to 84 HP, so they're just not going to get it.
Yeah, there's no way. I mean, they're taking a lot of damage from the commons, though. I mean, if you see it. But, I mean, are they going to ever send it?
I don't know. Maybe they just want to hold it.
Oh, here they comes. Smoker pole. Hunter gets skeeted. Charger's coming down. The Charger gets cucked by the Smoker. And they're going to walk in with 458 as Shifty goes.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I just don't get it. This isn't a Cedapod game, man. This is the grand finals. Akatsuki, most likely. Actually, I don't even know if it's most likely. I think they did. They have sealed. I don't know. They deserve it at this point.
I mean, they're going to need a massive
It's going to be a
bonus.
hefty, yeah.
Yeah.
And I just don't see it happening. Akatsuki,
Like 1,000.
stellar
they're gonna
performance in both games. Gotta hand it to them. They didn't slow down. Colossus took their foot off the gas. Akatsuki did not. What's the distance here? 700? They need 905.
Yeah, 1604 total is what they need.
Ouch.
So you can give them 700 on that alone. Yeah, they
Good
need
luck.
they need 904 to tie.
Good luck, folks. Yes, this is it.
It is possible.
Is Colossus hungry enough?
Because I saw a team put up 1,100 bonus on this finale already.
Their survivor has been Colossus' biggest downfall this whole time. And if there was ever a time we need to see Colossus go back to their prime form in terms of survivor, which is what got them here, it would be now. Whatever they did to get here, they need to bring that out and have it now, because otherwise their chances for the grand final that they have so desperately been seeking and have been stifled by Hikori is going to fall to a different team. And that would have to be demoralizing for them.
Yeah, I definitely would feel the same. You know, you have a chance to have a Hikori out of your way. You've got to take advantage of it. And it looks like Akatsuki is going to be able to do so. But it's still going to be a chance for Colossus to get the victory. They do have, 636 bonus to spare,
Yeah,
right?
I'd say it's a good chunk of bonus they can spare.
Someone who could use some help.
It's the only thing they got to do is they can't take damage on the transition over to the tank. They can lose less than 10% Noodle, and then they can still take an in cap and they'll be okay. That's it. They can't lose any more than that. And they're not going to sack out the Boomer. They're going to keep it. Go Hunter Jockey. How far back they're going?
In the front.
Oh my.
He didn't even look.
He didn't even look. Of all the people.
You guys can't give up right now.
Of all the people who are calling things out, Gwen walks into it and they sack into. Nope, I thought they were going to sack to quad there. Nope, they're going to get a spitter.
Your chance is still there to be a champion. You want it, then get it. Go for it. You're not looking for skeets. Let's go. Lock it in, Colossus. I want to see it. I love to see the losing team come back. I love to see these types of stories and these types of games. But, you know, I also love to see Akatsuki and their dominance because, you know, they're feeling much the same as Colossus with Corey being out of their way. So, you know, either one of these teams is going to have a feel-good story here. But it's not looking like it's going to be Colossus. They don't lock it in. Another attack coming in. Shifty's doing work on the Hunter, but it's going to land anyway. He's going to be able to clear. Charger did not find its target. Spins a little bit too late. Shifty gets out of there. And, okay. Shut down.
Yeah,
Get up.
the damage still came through though, Noodle. They're already down 10%. It's too much.
This hit at the drop MK, I think, is going to be the biggest deciding factor here.
And actually, Gwen.
Obviously, the tank.
You see, Gwen doubled up, and Gwen was their lead shotgun. So that means Gwen, I like to say it as a joke, has a little bit of body armor. A little joke that I like to say, but it's the way the mathematics come out. Charger misses.
Hey.
The jockey latches on. They got to clear it fast. The Boomer saves her. But they get another 10%, Noodle. Where's the damage coming from?
I don't know. Charge punches, jockey latches, everything. It's all fine on its way out. What was it? 905 to win? 904 to tie?
And 905 to win, 904 to tie.
And they're at 1227. They're eating common slaps. We're going to have to take one more hit here, I think, before the tank. Look at all these comments in. They're going to have to slow down and clear them out, I think. We have another attack. Rolling it in. It's going to be a 2-2. Not the greatest hit, but the pound spit will land. Shifty eats more. 1172. Smoke pool should get cleared out. It will, but the common slap's still tallying up. 1162 is the current total. And that's good. Gohan has this tank spawning in the same
spot.
Dumb spot. I don't know what that's all about either, but they gotta be careful. And the Horde's in. No way. Are we serious? They're pushing it too far forward. Okay. They're like a micro inch away from
Noodle, they should have just ran the tank. They had the chance to, but now they gotta fight it.
The wall was covered. Oh, now they can.
How you clear
It's too dangerous, though. It's too dangerous.
The wall wasn't blown just yet. Oh, yeah, okay, that's the last one.
All right. Oh, he's going to start rotating. The SI just got to get one person. Oh, he gets killed with a Hunter land the Charger. Oh, that's his corner. That might be enough, Noodle. They need to kill him. Oh, and he jumps down. There it is, 295. And what a good job. What a hero tank. Gohan locking it up. What an amazing job. Let's see. That should be just under 905. 899. And if they find pills, even if they get pills, it's not enough. Wow, it's going to come down to so close.
They're gonna one punch.
I know. The fact that the tank jumped down in them and got that the stick, that did it. That solidified the win. Gohan did it all. Spitter goes out. They're going to go for a quad try to see if they can end it in fashion. There's a survivor missing. Okay, there's Alice. But what a crazy ending to this game, Noodle. Insane.
Colossus gave us a show, I gotta say. They did give us a show. We did say we have a quad. We do. Quad attempt in. Perhaps Akatsuki can claim the ground in style here. Here we go, quads in. Smoke connects. Jockey. And they get the rolling tri-cap. Unfortunately, the jockey's dead, but this is the style they wanted. They get the tri-cap. GGs are out, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to Akatsuki, who's gonna claim the championship they've been chasing. Congratulations to them. It looks like the Mila acquisition's paid off.
All right, Gwen's gonna crawl it in here, so we'll call the ending to this. Oh, wait a minute. The bot's gonna try to save everybody. Ellis Go, Ellis. Get the pickup. Oh, he saved him. Oh, he gets capped. Can Ellis do it?
The hunter died. There's a skip.
Oh,
He's seen number one.
Ellis got the skeet.
That's a copy.
Oh, I can't believe that he skeeted the hunter. Ellis popping off. Oh, we got to stay with him now, Noodle. We got to see what they can do. Oh, Ellis is giving up. Wait. Here comes the charger. Oh, the charger gets the in cap. And then the smoker gets the pull. and that's going to be Akatsuki winning the Legends World Cup over Colossus with a campaign score of 4,358 to 3,413. GG.